volleyball, basketball, and track. She represents us well as an ambassador of the school.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a very special event tonight from Shipman Field in Fredericksburg, Texas, for the inaugural Fredericksburg Live Heritage Football Game. Also this night, we have Flight Night, which is equivalent to what you may know as homecoming. And later this afternoon, before the game, we'll have a helicopter fly in, deliver the game ball. And I'd like to welcome my cohort tonight, Coach Garrett Coons, 5-time Heritage State Championship football coach. Welcome back to Heritage, Coach Coons.
Jimmy, it is good to be here. Excited for some football tonight.
Finally, after a pretty big break for Heritage from their state championship last year till this season, been a long summer and several weeks off because of COVID with games canceled. I'm sure they're anxious to play, and what was it like for you when you were coaching whenever first game showed up? It was anxious time, I'm sure, waiting to play.
Absolutely. The first game, you're always excited. There's the nervous jitters, the excitement jitters that come. But it's what you play for. These guys, they worked all summer, being in the weight room, doing extra workouts, getting ready for this moment. So tonight is kind of a test of the work that they put in this summer to see see the results of it.
I was talking to Coach Shipman this week, and of course that's one of the big challenges. Leakey's coming in. They're one of the top teams. Where are they at? They are probably, looks like number 9 in the state in 6-man UIL.
Right.
Heritage, number 1 in TAPS division, but Leakey's already played 4 games this year, so they've got some experience, especially some game experience already. And we can talk about that a little bit, what's like for Heritage with no experience yet in the game.
Right. That's a big difference. They're not, to an extent, coming in on a level playing field as far as games being played. There's always the first game jitters. It's one thing seeing your teammates in practice and hitting each other. Granted, they had a scrimmage last week, but to get real live game action with a crowd being the first game, it'll be a challenge, especially underneath the circumstances with COVID and stuff that happening. They're usually right now being ready for their 4th, 5th game of the season, whereas now they're just kicking off for their first. And where Leakey comes in, and their machine is a little bit more oiled up. They've got 4 games, and they've played some great competition. So tonight it's just really another game for them.
Yeah.
All right, for tonight's starting lineup for the defense, for Leakey Eagles, we got senior tight end Jacob Rubio, senior running back for Hunter Williams, junior quarterback Abel Montoya, junior center Damian Galindo, junior nose guard Roger Garcia, and senior spread back Mike Downham. For the offense now, we have Jacob Rubio as a tight end, Hunter Williams as running back, Abel Montoya quarterback, Damian Galindo center, Hagan Williams as a fullback, and Fisher Rimkus as a guard. Fisher, I hope I said your last name right. Heritage Eagles, at the defensive backs, we have junior Caden Bray and junior Jack Henderson. Defensive ends, junior Aiden Hickey, senior Finn Sawtell, and at the linebackers, junior John Fritsch and senior Josh Herman. Starting out for the Billies offensive unit, for the Eagles, excuse me, we got center Aiden Hickey, tight end Rory Shelton, quarterback Trace Johns, guard senior Finn Sawtell, running back John Fritsch, and running back Josh Herman.
So, Coach, I was talking to Coach Shipman this week, and obviously another big distraction and a challenge for Coach Shipman this year is his starting quarterback, senior Sam Richburg. Experience at quarterback is out for the season,
right.
And so no experience at quarterback this year. starting off the season.
Right, especially in a lot of Coach Shipman's offenses, he puts a lot of responsibility on the quarterback as far as making adjustments and audibles, getting him into the right plays. And when you have somebody like Sam Richburg, the work ethic that he had, the time that he put in, he knew what to run. And so them missing that, it's definitely going to hurt, but hey, they're excited about who they got coming up in Trace Johns, and they're going to be platooning some players, and so it's going to be a good chance to see what they can do.
But he's definitely loaded up in the backfield with senior Josh Herman and then junior
John Fritsch.
Yeah, John Fritsch. The coach said he is like 240 pounds. He's the second fastest guy on the team, and
right.
he is a load to bring down. So the hard part may just be taking the snap and pitching to one of those guys and letting them run down the field and get some good blocking up front.
Right.
And make their way down the field.
You know, for a six-man school, Heritage has a nice 1-2 punch with John and Josh back there. They both are powerful runners, but both have speed. And when you mix that up with a good running attack, and then you got play action over the top with good receivers and Caden Bray, it makes for a very tough offense to guard. It's one of those deals, as me being a defensive coordinator, when I saw that, it's hard to really key in on one thing because you know that they got weapons everywhere. So that's a strength that Heritage has.
You talk about that with Heritage. Just it seems like every year there's an expectation to go to state championship and play for that. And how does Coach Shipman do that every year? It's gets seniors graduate, you got freshmen coming in, and it just keeps making the machine keep turning.
Right. The good thing that even though they are defending state champions, it's a new year, it's a new team. Last year's state championship, it's staying with that group. There's nobody. They say defending state champs, but there's nothing to defend. That team won the state champ, it's staying. So this year, it's a new team, it's a new journey, and they're excited about taking one game at a time, one play at a time. So, and that's the focus. Last year has no bearing on what happens tonight and for this season. So, Coach Shipman, there's no question, he's done this a time or two. He knows how to get the guys ready, and they'll come out and they'll be ready to play.
All right, folks, we're going to take a quick commercial break before we get started with the rest of our Flight Night festivities, so join us back in a few minutes.
Bee Creek Communications is celebrating 20 years of connecting the Hill Country, 20 years of scaling towers, climbing roofs, installing networks, wireless broadcasting, timely responses, friendly service, technical support, expanding coverage, increasing speeds, keeping promises, providing our community with always-on, high-speed internet. Bee Creek Communications, celebrating 20 years of serving you.
ValueMed Pharmacy is Fredericksburg's pharmacy. By putting our customers first, we've earned a sterling reputation as the premier provider in town. With free home delivery, convenient location, and a speedy drive-up window, getting your medications has never been easier. ValueMed offers competitive pricing and accepts most prescription insurance. We're located at 707 North Llano Street, or give us a call at 830-997-8155. Come see why ValueMed Pharmacy truly is Fredericksburg's pharmacy.
Creek Street Dental utilizes the latest technologies in dental care. Dr. McBride has been specially trained to offer the Hill Country sedation dentistry. Anxious patients can sleep through oral surgery in a private room with family nearby. Their CBCT machine provides near-silent imaging, making possible the most painless and effective treatments. iTero technology allows virtual manipulation and modeling, so no more gagging on impression trays. Call 830-990-1178 for the best in your family's dental health today.
Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Shipman Field, Flight Night at Heritage School. There's our Heritage coaching staff down there. Of course, Coach Shipman we've already talked about, and a longtime assistant coach who's been away for a few years. He's been coaching over at Fredericksburg High School on the back-to-back tennis state championship. Coach Chris Turner back on the field helping out. He's going to be up in the press box tonight. Watching from up there. Was Coach Turner here?
Yeah,
back when you were here, Coach Coons?
You bet. When Coach Turner came here, I want to say that was 2006, 2007. Coach Turner, he has a great presence about him. Very calm, cool, collected, but he knows the game. He's a great teacher of it, and he was a man of few words. But when he would talk, the players would listen. And so I know Coach Shipman's going to be excited to have him because he has a good eye in the sky.
Well, I see the Heritage Eagles there are lining up behind the banner, fixing to push through that. About a little bit less than 10 minutes till kickoff. Also tonight, folks, for Flight Night, we have a helicopter coming in to drop off the game ball. I don't know, Coach Coons was here this Flight Night. This is our 10th anniversary.
Right. That was an interesting
Remember
experience.
that, Coach, back 10 years ago?
Yeah, we had a gentleman that worked at the Heritage office, and he, in addition to working there, was a air paramedic.
Is that Tim Nolan?
Right, Tim. And he goes, well, what do you think about a helicopter coming in? Well, that would make a statement. And so sure enough, we had an air evac helicopter land right on the 40-yard line and dropped off the game ball, and everybody's caps and hats and everything went blowing everywhere, which there's a probably good chance that's going to happen again tonight. And so it was something that doesn't happen too often. So we've been able to keep the relationship, and so we'll get to enjoy it again tonight.
Well, it's pretty impressive. I remember the first time I was here for a game on Flight Night, and everybody kind of gets quiet, and everybody's looking around, looking which way the helicopter's coming from. All of a sudden, you see people start pointing, and you can barely see the helicopter coming, and it gets louder and louder and louder. Finally, right on the midfield, that thing just lands and drops the ball, and just pretty cool to see. It's something unique that you don't see anywhere else, and hence the name Flight Night. And obviously, the Eagles as well. Eagles have landed, as you said earlier, and here comes the Eagles crashing through.
2020 state champs.
Guys are excited to get the season underway.
Well, I bet, like you said earlier, they're tired of hitting on each other, and they're ready to hit somebody else with a different color uniform and see what this COVID's going to do. And as far as layoff, they should be ready to go, and I know they're excited about it. And hopefully they get their butterflies out pretty quick after the initial kickoff and ready to get after it.
You know, sometimes where they're at right now, this is the hardest part because they are ready to go. I mean, they want to do the coin flip, come back here, line up, and be ready to go, but then you got to wait for the helicopter. And it's one of those deals when you have kids in the car and they're like, are we there yet? Are we there yet? Well, we're only 100 yards away from the house. No, we're not there yet. So
then you have the prayer, the national anthem. Thankfully, we still do that here, and
absolutely.
That's I'm sure they're as anxious to play and just ready to get after it.
You bet.
Please stand and join us as we honor our flag with the national anthem.
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous night. O'er the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets that were the most bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
If you got your heads, we'll pray. Father God, we come to you tonight. We are grateful for your mercy, your loving kindness. but most of all, Father, for your justice and the way you love us well with the gift of your Son on the cross. Father, we thank you for that. And Father, lift up these men, these young men. May they play well, may they play with excellence, glorify you in the way they play. May everything in them bring you glory. Father, may they compete with everything in them, keep them safe. And Father, we thank you for the coaches, the time that they give these men, may it pay off dividends for your kingdom. It's your heavenly Son, then we pray. Amen.
Well, we're back, folks. We just paused for our Honor Our Country with the National Anthem, and everybody was standing with their right hand over their hearts, which is what it should be, and also paused and bowed our heads and prayed over the players in the game and the coaches. And that's one thing I love about Heritage and just Texas football, Coach, just to be able to sing the National Anthem and pray over the game and honor God. We know that He's our Savior, He's our provider, our protector, and it's awesome to be able to honor Him and give Him His due. And it's pretty neat to see that here at Heritage.
It is. It is. It's as good as this is. It's not the end. And even though the defeat that happens out here, these kids know where their true hope is, and that is something that is preached by these coaches. And football is just a tool. Football is a tool in which it can be used to shape these young men. And so these coaches, starting from Coach Shipman, Coach Parsons on down, they do a great job of pointing everything back to Christ. So I know they're going to be excited now to get going and ready to play some football.
Here we go. All right. Just a little under 3 minutes, 3.5 minutes before game kicks off. So I'm
looking in the
sky. I'm starting to search the sky looking for a helicopter.
Even though I guess we got footballs on the sideline, it's not the official game ball.
Nope, it's not the official one. Not sure what's different about it, but it's going to be traveled a little better than the other ones. And I don't know if it comes in UPS box or not. Just a loose ball. I know they had their bonfire Wednesday night, and big tradition here at Heritage now that they've started that on Wednesday nights of flight night, burned the bonfire and pep rally this week and getting the kids all fired up. In case y'all didn't hear, this is, once again, this is the first time we've done this live with Fredericksburg Live for Heritage football game. If you haven't heard, this was Jimmy Claypack from Blanco, Texas. Over the hill from Fredericksburg, and joined with Coach Garrett Coons, 5-time state champion coach here at Heritage, former athletic director. And Coach, how long has it been since you've been to a game here at Heritage?
Man, the last one was in 2011 when we won the state championship. So it is exciting to be here.
Speaking of exciting to be here, looks like I see a helicopter just to the north.
North coming in.
Headed in.
I see a light.
So I think the last time I saw you, Coach Coons, at a Heritage football event, you were handed the game ball, I guess, from the state championship game from the seniors, and honored you. That was your last season at Heritage. It was I'm sure a pretty special honor to get the football from the seniors. And
yeah, it was a special group of guys. I remember it to this day. It was Jake Herman and Hank Soltemeyer and Sawyer Richburg and Kenny Johnson, great guys.
Bringing out the ball tonight.
It was a very humbling experience.
Class of 2020.
Well, there it is.
The leader here at Heritage.
Desert tan paint job.
With him, Dr. Tammy Given.
Heritage captain Sam Richburg, Finn Sawtell, and Josh Herman out to receive the game ball. Dr. Tammy Given out there, our most recent athletic director at Heritage. She's out there to help bring the ball in.
Atkinson for flying that one in.
There we go, folks. We're ready to play football.
Play some credit ball.
Pretty neat stuff. All right, we're ready to go now and play a little six-man football.
Yep, there it goes. 1 second, 0. All right, we're down to game time, Coach. Number 9 in the state, 6-man UIL, Leakey Eagles going up against Heritage Eagles in their first game of the season. Currently ranked number 1 in the state in TAPS. That includes Division 1, 2, and 3, and Heritage is smallest Division 3, but still ranked number 1 in all the states. So they've, even they haven't played a game, they still have respect of the peers and knowing what the team is like this year. Didn't lose a lot from last year, so they are poised to make a good run this year, Coach, I think.
Well, that's the thing is you're a state championship team, and I think you only lose 1 senior.
Yep.
Off your team, and so you got everybody returning, and so the expectations are high. Kicking off for Heritage, we have number 33, Josh Herman. And returning for the Leakey Eagles, we have number 3, Abel Montoya.
Josh Herman through the end zone, touchback Heritage.
That's a good start right there.
Not much of a return there. That's a good threat to have when you kick the ball through the end zone.
Yeah, we'll be a good chance right here to see how the Heritage defense gets started. A lot of times they always like to get started on defense just to where we can kind of set the tone a little bit. And so be curious to see how we're able to jump on them right here.
Looks like Montoya lining up under center for Leakey.
Good job with Heritage defense right there. Good penetration by the ends getting up. Who is that? Finn Sawtell?
That was Hunter Williams on the carry for Leakey.
Leakey coming back up in a little offset. Jaybird.
Leakey didn't like what they saw. I didn't check the play clock. They still had some time left to snap the ball, but they've taken an early timeout.
Yeah, there must have been something there, whether it's alignment or personnel or whatever the case may be, but call the timeout, get everything settled back, line up, and be ready to go.
You ever call a timeout that quick, Coach, in the game?
Man.
After the first offensive play?
Yeah, that would happen when there's some jitters in the game a little bit, and or maybe all of a sudden you got a new little personnel package or whatnot, or somebody might be moving to a position that he hasn't been used to playing, and so the coach calls the play and he goes to his old position or whatever the case may be, but
well, timeout's better than a busted play or a penalty, so there we go. We're back up for second down.
Back in their spread formation.
Williams deep pass. Defended by Jack Henderson.
Nice job by Jack. He stayed with his man. They were in man coverage, and Jack did a good job of having position and getting a hand up and being able to knock the ball down.
Well, like their coach, he had his head back to the quarterback. He was watching the ball and was able to make a play on that. A lot of times you see those guys, they don't want to watch the quarterback and they get called for interference, and he's well coached, and that's a good sign to see that already.
Yeah, we got a third and 14 on the Leakey 21-yard line. Heritage did a pretty good job that last time of putting a little bit of pressure on the quarterback. We'll see if they can mix things up and keep the Leakey offense under duress. Oh, there it comes.
Hunter Williams scrambling. He's getting some yardage there. He's brought down by Jack Henderson.
Brought down, but I see a flag on the field.
Yep.
A little illegal formation. False start on the Leakey offense.
Well, that's two good defensive plays in a row by Jack Henderson, junior for Heritage.
That was a glimpse right there of Hunter Williams, the quickness that he has for the Leakey offense. That talking to Coach Shipman this week, they knew that they're going to have to keep their eye on him. He's quick, he's shifty, and he can throw the ball as well. So your ideal six-man spread back, and Hunter Williams. There he goes back again, overthrown. He had a receiver open, number one. They'll put a little pressure on him just to force an incompletion.
Looks like Fritsch went deep with the other receiver and kind of left him open, but thankfully the pass was off mark. And got a big decision here for Leakey, 4th and 19. Wrong into the field.
I know that they don't want to punt the ball, but fourth and 20 on your own end.
Yeah.
We'll see what they do. Looks like they're going to be in their punt formation.
Quick kick. Looks like a
quick punt.
Oh boy, that
was only about a
10-yard punt.
10-yard punt. Heritage will take over in great field position.
Had a good backspin. It looks like my pitching wedge, the golf course.
That's probably not what Hunter was looking for back there.
He was probably looking for about a 3-iron, not a pitching wedge.
Right. Heritage will take over at the 25-yard line on the Leakey 25. 1st and 15. Fredericksburg comes up in a tight formation. Running backs Josh Herman and John Fritsch. Great penetration by the Leakey defense.
Abel Montoya, junior from Eagle Leakey's, he just rushed right in there and got him for was that a loss of 5 yards?
Yes.
Well, they got good penetration there, Coach. There was no blocking on the left-hand side, and they just shot right in.
Yeah, their defensive end, he cut inside, and he shot the gap, and he did a great job of causing some disruption back there in the Heritage offense.
Play clock running down, 4-3. Herman. Oh, passing to Fritsch, wide open. Coach, look at there. Touchdown, Eagles.
There you go.
Herman to Fritsch.
Great execution right there.
30-yard pass and catch.
One of the things right there is if you know a team's going to be awfully aggressive right there, if you can hold your blocks just a little bit and sneak somebody out, which is what Heritage did with Fritsch. And Josh Herman made a great pass and turned into 6 points.
Kicks up. The 2-point conversion's good. Heritage Eagles 8. Lake Eagles 0. 7.5 to go in the first quarter.
We will go to a commercial break.
From a foundation of Christian compassion, Cornerstone Clinic is committed to the care of the whole patient and the whole family. With locations in Fredericksburg and Comfort, Cornerstone Clinic board-certified family physicians practice broad-spectrum medicine for patients of all ages. Evidence-based medicine coming from caring hands and a family-oriented philosophy. Our patients trust Cornerstone Clinic as their medical home. Cornerstone Clinic, Health care for the whole family.
Gaddy's Pizza in Fredericksburg is a huge supporter of Battle and Billy sports, students, and teachers. In fact, Gaddy's offers a lunch special for teachers and students Monday through Friday for only $6.99, and that includes a drink. Gaddy's Pizza also has pasta, dessert, and one of the best salad bars in town. Enjoy the game room. Kids of all ages love it. Gaddy's takes pizza seriously. 2931 Highway 16 South in Fredericksburg. Billy Pride, Iberales.
Welcome back to Shipman Field. Josh Herman teeing it up to kick off for Heritage.
He almost made the field goal.
Through the back of the end zone again.
Leakey will take the ball.
That's a good start right there by Heritage. Defense comes out and basically get a 3-and-out and force a punt, and then turn that around, and 2 plays later go score a touchdown. Good start for the Heritage Eagles.
Plus, Leakey had to burn a timeout early on, so he's going Heritage way. So Leakey's back on their second drive. Montoya back under quarterback.
Defense is running them down. Montoya takes it around.
Hunter Williams broke contain.
Yep, that's a classic 6-man play right there. Just nobody open and spread back, take the ball into the end zone.
Hunter Williams, he did a great job back there. He was sitting there and he was holding the ball, trying to read the defense, seeing where they could commit. He was very patient, and once he saw a crease, he took off. And Heritage lost containment, lost with their angles, and he made them pay, and 60 yards later, he's in the end zone.
Once it gets field gets spread like that, it's just somebody that's quick and shifty there. It's tough to catch them and get an angle on them. Kick is up and
wide left.
Wide left. So that's Heritage 8, Leakey 6. Just under 7 minutes in the first quarter. It's a quick one-play drive. We'll be taking a commercial break, and we'll be right back in a few minutes.
Hill Country Community Needs Council, helping our neighbors in need. Over 3,000 men, women, and children throughout our community rely upon our services each year. The Needs Council coordinates 28 programs to meet their needs. Programs like crisis assistance, domestic violence support, medical transport, senior services, food for kids, and a community resource center. These services and many more would be impossible without the generous donations and volunteers from our community. Hill Country Community Needs Council, helping our neighbors in need.
Vogel Tractors, specializing in low-hour, high-quality ag equipment. Area farmers and recreational landowners put their confidence in Van and Jamie, knowing their tractors, loaders, and farm implements will exceed expectations. All equipment is well-serviced and field-tested, and if new is what you need, Vogel Tractors is your Rhino Ag equipment dealer in the Hill Country. Warranties, financing, and delivery is available locally or nationwide. Vogel Tractors, located on Highway 290 between Fredericksburg and Stonewall.
Hunter Williams on the onside kick. Picked up by Josh Herman. I think that may be touchdown Heritage. Josh Herman picks up the onside kick. Pay dirt.
What a way to respond.
That's not the way an onside kick is supposed to work, is it, Coach?
Not really.
Not for the kicking team anyways.
Yeah, and even for the returning team, you just want to recover it. And but it bounced an ideal hop right into Josh's hands. And
who else would you want? Somebody you would not want to kick it to is Josh Herman. I mean, he is going to.
Exactly.
He gets a chance, he's going to go for it.
Yeah, Josh has got the good combination of size and speed, and you saw a glimpse right there of his speed.
Oh, we got a bubbled hole there.
Little bobbled snap.
Heritage 14, Leakey 6.
For those that are out there that don't watch a lot of 6-man football, when you kick the extra point after a touchdown, it's worth 2 points.
Why is it 2 points instead of everything else is 1 point on a kick?
Yeah.
2 points running in. Why is it different in 6-man?
I guess because they just want to be different. Heritage want to be different with a helicopter coming in for flight night and dropping off a game ball. And another thing, field goals don't happen much, but if they do, it's worth 4 points instead of 3. And you've probably noticed a little bit on first downs, it's 15 yards for a first down instead of your 10 if you're used to 11-man football. So a couple little differences tonight, but
in midfield is a 40 instead of the 50, so we have an 80-yard field instead of the 100-yard
field, and instead of being 53 and some change wide, it's 40 yards wide.
And lots of high-scoring action usually.
Yeah, absolutely. There's not too many, 24-7 games or anything like that.
So we just had offensive play for a touchdown, then an onside kick for a touchdown, and Josh Herman kicking off for Heritage again. Montoya deep for Leakey to receive it. That's back in the end zone.
The good thing about Josh is if he can put it in the end zone every time, you don't have to worry about what just happened on the previous play.
There's no onside kick of that.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about nobody returning kickoff for a touchdown. He can put it in the end zone like that every time.
Well, I remember back in 2011, I think you had a kicker, number 33, who used to kick through the end zone every time.
Yeah,
any coincidence about that, or not?
There's always a good thing when there's a Herman out there on the team. And, we had Josh's older brother, Jake, and he'd pretty much do the same thing.
And then middle brother John, he ran up down the field for several years as well, and quite a legacy.
Oh!
Pass incomplete. Jacob Rubio deep, defended by.
It says number 11, Sam Richburg, but I think that would be number 2, Caden Bray. I think Caden's wearing Sam's
jersey.
Looks
like it, yeah.
Probably just out of respect and out of Sam.
Speaking of Sam, that's really tough for senior Sam Richburg captain, and looking forward to his senior year, multi-year starter at the quarterback, and wanting to come back for another state championship. And
you bet.
Tore his ACL, and now he's on the sideline cheering his team on, helping coach them, and still being a leader, even on the sidelines.
Absolutely. There's a good job by Finn. He's breaking down. He's taking good angles.
Oh, block there.
Nice job. Nice job by the Heritage.
Jack Henderson again for Heritage, stepping up defense. You mentioned Finn breaking down. That's
absolutely. You're so
fundamental.
You're so tempted that you want to go right after him, but like in any other sport, it's about angles, and you want to use angles, use the sideline as another defender, and so as Finn did a good job of not over pursuing to where he could go back, is making him cut back, and worked out to where.
Williams on the sideline.
But it looks like there's a flag on the play.
John Fritsch on defense for the Eagles, but there's a flag. It's an illegal block. I know it's one thing that's changed over the years is they really.
Yeah, we got it here on replay. You can see where the quarterback kind of went back and got behind Josh and got a flag on it, 15-yard penalty, so we're going to replay the down.
I know one thing I always heard Coach Shipman say to the players, head on a swivel. Head on a swivel. You got to be watching, because in six-man there's a lot of cutback blocks, and they've really tried to put a stop to that. Where a lot of dangerous hits, and they're trying to protect the kids now. Saw Coach Shipman the other day looking at the new helmets the Heritage has that have the sensors in them that can alert the coaches if there's hits on the top of the helmet, and if they're taking hits on the wrong side of the helmet too many times, they get an alert to help them monitor the impact and help them with brain injuries. And it's pretty awesome, the technology that they have now to help prevent some of these accidents that are happening.
Leakey back in diamond spread formation. And now they kind of changed it up. Now we got Fritsch putting pressure on him. Nice play. That's one thing that Heritage is going to have to do tonight is Hunter Williams is so quick. He's so fast back there. They're going to have to change up rushers. And you saw on the previous play you had Finn Sawtell back there, and now all of a sudden they switched it up and they brought John Fritsch. So they're going to have to rotate players, because putting pressure back there, that takes a lot of energy. Where you're going to do it for 4 quarters, you need to be in good shape. So nice play, nice job right there by John Fritsch. Bringing up a 4th down.
Shows you his speed that he has. The biggest guy on the team is still bringing down Hunter Williams from behind. So
Right.
he's really quick. 4th down. Oh, Heritage taking a timeout. 4th and 15 for Leakey. Not sure what Heritage saw, if they thought Leakey was going to go for it, or are they going to punt? I didn't see what they were going to do, Coach.
You know, they're probably going to be kind of tough knowing how they did last time with their punt. And Fredericksburg got a good rush and kind of forced them only to get a 10-yard punt. So we'll see how see what they decide to do now.
Well, maybe the caddy will give Williams a better club out of the bag this time.
Right.
Maybe we'll give him a 3-iron instead of the pitching wedge. So you see Coach Shipman down there. He is always coaching, no matter what the situation is. He's coaching and he's encouraging those boys. And you remember those timeouts on the field, and it's pretty exciting, I'm sure.
Absolutely. You know, one thing, Coach, throughout the week, you know, they'll put together a scout plan, and so often he's just reminding the guys of what they've worked on, what they've talked about, and he's pointing out, we know that they were going to do this, and this is how we respond.
Yep.
And you every now and then when things get chaotic, you forget, and a good coach is, hey, remember what we talked about, guys. We got this. We're under control.
Yeah, Williams kicks again, a little bit better than the last time. We got another flag on the field, back in the direction where the punter was.
I was thrown by the referee.
Which one's the referee?
White hat.
White hat.
I didn't see no roughing.
I didn't either. I don't know what happened back there.
Oh, illegal substitution. I thought maybe in the corner of my eye I saw a Heritage player running off, and I guess he just did not get off in time.
Well, that's unfortunate right after a timeout.
Yeah, and they caught him with 7 guys on the field.
Yeah. So Leakey lines up a little bit 5 yards better position, but I doubt they're going to change their mind about what they're going to do with the ball.
4th and 10. Oh, looks like they're going to go by the offense.
Yep, there we go.
They're going to give it back to Hunter Williams back there. Oh, and it looks like he got the first down.
Yep, that's more than enough. So, yep, 4th and 10 is a little bit different than 4th and 15.
Right.
5 yards makes a big difference.
Yeah, that was a run of about 27 yards.
Yep, that Williams, he is shifty, he's fast, and they're going to have to contain him. Nice pass. Complete to Abel Montoya. Fritch, Sawtell on the tackle for Heritage, but another good pass up the middle. On the money, it was well defended, and the pass was just right on the money.
Right.
Not much you can do about that.
There isn't, especially you saw right there when Heritage defender was in chase coverage, and anytime as a defender, if you're in chase coverage, that's not where you want to be in. And
especially with an accurate quarterback.
Exactly. Yeah. So, and that's what they do a great job. You know, with Hunter Williams and Abel Montoya, they did a great little pass and catch. Now they're going a little play action pass to number 1. Oh,
just off his fingertips.
He had Heritage beat.
Jacob Rubio, senior from Leakey, just off his fingertips. Got Sawtell back there.
I believe so.
He was right there, but it was just over his grasp.
Heritage substituting, bringing number 15, Brooklyn Parsons, into the game. 3rd and 6 at the 25-yard line.
Complete pass again.
Complete pass.
Williams to Montoya.
Nice catch by number 3, Abel Montoya.
It's a first and goal for Leakey.
You know, one thing, they start completing a couple of these passes like that, it's going to definitely slow down the Heritage rush a little bit, because knowing that they gotta keep their eye on the receivers.
Williams again.
Oh,
Broken up. It's still a complete. Montoya. Touchdown Leakey.
Same song, different verse.
Yep, exactly. So Heritage was trying to do pretty good on the run, and now Leakey has found the pass and working for him and marched down the field with mostly passes and putting 6 points on the board.
Yeah, those are so hard, because you could see Abel Montoya, those last 2 plays, he's setting up like he's going to block, and then all of a sudden he just kind of releasing out there into the flats. And so as a defender, that's one spot you don't want to be, is in no man's land, where you don't know if they're going to run or if they're going to pass it, and Heritage got
all right,
caught
folks,
right
it's 14-14. We're going to a commercial break. We'll see you back in a few minutes.
Bee Creek Communications is celebrating 20 years of connecting the Hill Country. 20 years of scaling towers, climbing roofs, installing networks, wireless broadcasting, timely responses, friendly service, technical support, expanding coverage, increasing speeds, keeping promises, providing our community with always-on high-speed internet. Bee Creek Communications, celebrating 20 years of serving you.
ValueMed Pharmacy is Fredericksburg's pharmacy. By putting our customers first, we've earned a sterling reputation as the premier provider in town. With free home delivery, convenient location, and a speedy drive-up window, getting your medications has never been easier. ValueMed offers competitive pricing and accepts most prescription insurance. We're located at 707 North Llano Street, or give us a call at 830-997-8155. Come see why ValueMed Pharmacy truly is Fredericksburg's pharmacy.
Creek Street Dental utilizes the latest technologies in dental care. Dr. McBride has been specially trained to offer the Hill Country sedation dentistry. Anxious patients can sleep through oral surgery in a private room with family nearby. Their CBCT machine provides near-silent imaging, making possible the most painless and effective treatments. iTero technology allows virtual manipulation and modeling, so no more gagging on impression trays. Call 830-990-1178 for the best in your family's dental health today.
Welcome back, everybody, to Heritage Field. We just missed the kickoff. That was Hunter Williams kicked through the end zone. Heritage starting 1st and 15 on their 20. 14-14, tight game, Coach. Just under 3 minutes to go in the first quarter.
You know, I want to say in last week's Leakey game, I want to say by this time when they were playing Rankin, it was like 30-30.
Yeah, a lot of offense, not much defense.
So we'll see if Heritage can get their offense going now. Nice job of the Leakey defense stringing out Heritage. That was number 11, Caden Bray, for Heritage on the carry for about 3 yards, bringing up second and 1 to 2 yards, bringing up about 2nd and 14, 2nd and 13.
So Heritage has 14 points on the board, half from offense, half from special teams, and a lot of times, Coach, special teams what makes a difference, especially with a 2-point extra point conversion. Difference in the game. So special teams already come into play tonight.
And that last play was only Heritage's 3rd offensive play, so here they are.
Johns back. A lot of pressure from Jacob Rubio, Montoya from Leakey.
Rubio in the backfield.
Well, he turned around, look upfield, and there was 2 Leakey defenders right in his face. He didn't have a chance to throw the ball.
Right. There was they had a good scouting report right there. They were kind of sitting on a bootleg, and sure enough, their defensive end there on the weak side, he was sitting there waiting for him and got a loss of 7 yards, bringing up 3rd and 20 from the Heritage 15-yard line. 4 seconds left on the play clock. Heritage gets it off in time.
Caden Bray to Josh Herman. Breaks a tackle. Nice pickup there on the left side.
Josh, when he can, he can do it all. You just saw right there how, we've seen him on defense make some plays, right here on offense, make a nice catch and run. The more that he has the ball throughout the game, he will wear out an opposing team.
Right.
Just with his size and his strength. So
he broke 2 tackles there, and good positive yardage.
Right.
Probably 15 yards after contact.
Right.
And that's critical. They just break some tackles and
bring it up 4th and 3. So we're going to see here what Heritage can do. Line up in a tight formation. Fumble on the snap. But they still got it off to Josh Herman.
Herman, yep.
Lowers his shoulder.
First down. Big yardage.
27-yard play. We got a replay here.
Yep, looks like a couple of Leakey guys on the wrong end of that tackle.
You can see a little bobbled snap, but it just happened to go right back to the quarterback's hands, and Josh just happened to be there. So when in doubt, give it to Josh. That'll work.
Was that a bobbled snap or a play? It's hard. I couldn't hardly tell from that.
Well, it depends who you ask.
Yeah, I'm sure that's exactly how Coach Shipman wrote it up,
absolutely.
just like that. You'll fumble Ruski. So here we're just Heritage was 4th and 3 a while ago, and now they're just outside the red zone. 1 minute to go in the first quarter. Caden Bray under center now for Heritage.
Getting the ball to number 30, Jake Henderson. Nice play by the Leakey defense.
That's Michael Downham, one of the seniors Leakey football team. Lost 2 yards in that play. 2nd and 17.
Nice play there by the Leakey defense. Plays like that shows off their quickness. You could see it coming there off the edge, and Heritage not able to get the block to seal it, and he's able to make a play.
I guess into the first quarter before we got the ball snapped, so it's Heritage Eagles 14, Leakey Eagles 14. Live, Fredericksburg Live tonight, Heritage Shipman Field.
From a foundation of Christian compassion, Cornerstone Clinic is committed to the care of the whole patient and the whole family. With locations in Fredericksburg and Comfort, Cornerstone Clinic board-certified family physicians practice broad-spectrum medicine for patients of all ages. Evidence-based medicine coming from caring hands and a family-oriented philosophy. Our patients trust Cornerstone Clinic as their medical home. Cornerstone Clinic, health care for the whole family.
Gaddy's Pizza in Fredericksburg is a huge supporter of Battling Billy sports, students, and teachers. In fact, Gaddy's offers a lunch special for teachers and students Monday through Friday for only $6.99, and that includes a drink. Gaddy's Pizza also has pasta, dessert, and one of the best salad bars in town. Enjoy the game room. Kids of all ages love it. Gaddy's takes pizza seriously. 2931 Highway 16 South in Fredericksburg. Billy Pride, Iberales.
All right, we're back here on FBG.live at Shipman Field. End of the first quarter, 14-14. We got a good game going on right here.
I'd like to welcome all of our fans on YouTube tonight, out on the interworld web, all the Heritage fans. Hopefully there's some of you folks out in Leakey that weren't able to make the trip over the hill to Fredericksburg tonight, that y'all want to join the game. And it's a great game so far, Coach. 14-14, back and forth. Finally, Fredericksburg, if y'all just joined us, this is Heritage first game of the season. They had several of their first games canceled, and coming in against a visiting Leakey team that's 3-1, have played one of the top-ranked teams in UIL six-man football this year. Played them 97-96, I believe, 98-97.
I believe
like
so. It was in the 90s.
So they can put up some points, and this is Fredericksburg Heritage. That's their first night of live action against an opponent, except for the scrimmage last week. But scrimmage is a little more controlled and not quite as quite as real time as this, but finally getting to see some speed from another team and some live action. So good game tonight.
Yeah, the Heritage offense now second and about 17 on their 24-yard line. Caden Bray at quarterback with a pitch to Josh Herman. Looky there.
The best jumper takes it over to 20.
I think he might run the hurdles and track as well to come this spring.
I think so. If he's not going to run hurdles after that, I think he will be running hurdles.
So that just shows his athleticism.
Absolutely.
The play before that, he broke 2 tackles, and now he's hurdling guys. He picks up an onside kick for a touchdown. He's quite a special player, and just nice to watch him play. And
that brings up about third and 11. Heritage in spread formation. I think we got to delay a game.
Yep, delay a game on the Heritage. I'm sure part of that's first game, getting used to the time clock running, the game clock, and then also not having your starting quarterback makes a difference as well, knowing game management and watching the clock.
Yeah, Heritage it's mixed. They're mixing it up at quarterback. We've seen Caden Bray at quarterback. We've seen Trace Johns at quarterback. I think we've seen Josh Herman a little bit at quarterback.
I think he was back there that time for the snap as well.
And so when you're playing so many positions, guys coming back there, usually the quarterback's always the one. And if you're not used to playing that, a lot of times you're not always looking at the play clock.
Caden Bray.
Just a little short.
Yeah. He had Jack Henderson open. Just couldn't quite connect.
He kind of had his option of open. He had number 10, Rory Shelton, was starting to break away downfield a little bit deeper as well. But again, when pressure comes on you like that, and they did a good job of Leakey did a good job of squeezing the field, pushing Caden to the sidelines.
Yeah, when you got pressure, the field gets a lot smaller, and your options are.
It narrows quick.
Seeing the field is a little limited, and
and then you could see the experience also as a spread back. Before Hunter Williams, he would be back there and be real patient. He was waiting for the defense to where he's buying time for his offense to where he could see that. Where maybe it's by play design, but sometimes right there, Caden was getting it and already coming to one side hard, and sometimes you kind of limit some of your options down the field.
Timeout on the field, Heritage Eagles timeout.
You're listening to FBG Live at Eagles Field, 14-14. We'll be right back after this.
Hill Country Community Needs Council, helping our neighbors in need. Over 3,000 men, women, and children throughout our community rely upon our services each year. The Needs Council coordinates 28 programs to meet their needs. Programs like crisis assistance, domestic violence support, medical transport, senior services, food for kids, and a community resource center. These services and many more would be impossible without the generous donations and volunteers from our community. Hill Country Community Needs Council, helping our neighbors in need.
Vogel Tractors, specializing in low-hour, high-quality ag equipment. Area farmers and recreational landowners put their confidence in Van and Jamie, knowing their tractors, loaders, and farm implements will exceed expectations. All equipment is well-serviced and field-tested, and if new is what you need, Vogel Tractors is your Rhino Ag equipment dealer in the Hill Country. Warranties, financing, and delivery is available locally or nationwide. Vogel Tractors, located on Highway 290 between Fredericksburg and Stonewall.
Heritage, 4th down and 17.
Oh, man.
Just outside the grasp, Caden Bray. That was Josh Herman. Had him wide open, Coach, and just too much air under the ball.
Just a little much. Caden Bray streaking down the sideline, just overthrown. I guarantee you Josh wishes he could have that one back.
Yeah. Unfortunately, you don't get those back.
You don't get them back.
You can run the play again, but you're not going to get that one back.
You're not going to get that one back. I know it's one thing that Heritage was looking to this week to where they could get Caden Bray the ball on the outside on on some passes. So you kind of saw it right there as they were trying to attack the Leakey secondary.
So that turned the ball over on downs. Leakey Eagles, 1st and 15, headed south down Shipman Field.
Williams to Montoya.
It's Williams again to Montoya.
Taken down by Caden Bray.
That's about a 10-yard reception. That play's been working for him.
Right. That time Heritage had 2 rushers on the quarterback, and when you put 2 on 1, somebody's always going to be open.
Yep.
And Hunter Williams did a good job of finding Abel Montoya, and that's probably the one guy, though, that you don't want to leave open.
Leakey back in a tight formation.
Oh, there's a ball on the ground.
Ball on the ground.
They recovered on the line of scrimmage.
It was Hagan Williams bobbling the pitch. Freshman playing for Leakey. I'm not a coach, you are, but I would keep doing what they were doing earlier. Just keep passing it. And
they're having great
get
success.
Williams. Yeah, there's no reason to change it.
They're having great success getting it to number 2, and then whether he's running the ball or dumping it off to number 3. But
Montoya take the snap this time.
Oh, now he sees number 1 wide
Rubio.
open.
2 tackles. Looks like he's, oh man, down to the 12-yard line.
Just right when we were talking about Hunter Williams and Abel Montoya.
Yep.
And now they hit Jacob Rubio down there. Good job. Good play call by the Leakey coaches.
Studying the scouting plan, it's one of the things that Coach Shipman talked to us both about, how fast they were and shifty and tough to tackle. And they're not very big, but they are quick. And that shows on the field tonight. Williams.
Nice stop by 15 Brooklyn Parsons there on the tackle.
Yep.
Bringing up 2nd down on about the 6 or 7 yard line. Great play.
Oh, yeah.
That's a great example right there of going straight down the line of scrimmage, not getting upfield and using the sideline as another defender. Great job by John Fritch.
From this position, looked like there was nothing between him and the goal line except for some green grass, and then Fritch just, you're right, he just pushed the play out to the sideline and
bringing up 3rd and goal at about the 4 or 5 yard line.
Leakey back in the tight formation. Williams, Montoya, same song, 2nd verse.
There you go.
Williams to Montoya. That make it look easy.
You could tell right there was some miscommunication on the Heritage defense. Who was supposed to rush and who was supposed to stick with Montoya, and before we know it, we had Montoya wide open.
Williams' extra point is blocked. Leakey 20, Heritage Eagles 14.
ValueMed Pharmacy is Fredericksburg's pharmacy. By putting our customers first, we've earned a sterling reputation as the premier provider in town. With free home delivery, convenient location, and a speedy drive-up window, getting your medications has never been easier. ValueMed offers competitive pricing and accepts most prescription insurance. We're located at 707 North Llano Street, or give us a call at 830-997-8155. Come see why ValueMed Pharmacy truly is Fredericksburg's pharmacy.
Creek Street Dental utilizes the latest technologies in dental care. Dr. McBride has been specially trained to offer the Hill Country sedation dentistry. Anxious patients can sleep through oral surgery in a private room with family nearby. Their CBCT machine provides near-silent imaging, making possible the most painless and effective treatments. iTero technology allows virtual manipulation and modeling, so no more gagging on impression trays. Call 830-990-1178 for the best in your family's dental health today.
Good evening, folks. Welcome back to Fredericksburg Live on YouTube. We're live from Shipman Field, Fredericksburg, Texas. If you're just coming back to after the timeout, Leakey just drove down and scored. And during the timeout, Coach, you were saying at Fredericksburg looks a little winded. First game of the season, so.
Right, they don't quote unquote have their game legs that's underneath them, and a couple of guys haven't gotten their second win yet. And that, a lot of times that's typical in your first game as well, as you haven't been playing at this consistency and at this pace all season. You can't simulate it in practice. So you come out here and it's an adjustment.
And these guys are conditioned. Coach Shipman said they've worked out all summer. Those guys are hitting the weight room. They're out here running sprints. They're staying in shape, but running wind sprints is a lot bit different than being on the football field in a live game. So
you can run the sprints that you want, but getting hit,
yeah,
and then all of a sudden have to chase a number 2 or a number 3 back and forth as they're zigzagging and cutting across the field, it'll wear you out. And not on mention of that, then you have to go play offense, and then you might be on special teams, and then you got to go play defense. So it can wear on you, but that's normal for six-man football. You're ready for it, and they'll get their legs back underneath them and see if they can make a ball game out of it.
Caden Bray couldn't find anybody open, just throws it out of bounds. Montoya on the defense again, keeping the play in front of him, not letting Caden get anywhere around him, and the ball hits the ground.
Abel Montoya putting pressure right there on Caden, and you can see how he's kind of forcing him to the sideline, and Caden's shoulders are facing more of the sideline than they were down the field, and when that happens, you lose a lot of your receivers as far as your ability to get them the ball. So
that doesn't give Caden can't square up his shoulders. Montoya's so fast, you try to square up your shoulders, you're going to get knocked down pretty quick.
Right. Better job.
There we go. Oh, we got a nice block. That's
down on the 10 with a flag on the field.
Great play by Jack Henderson and a good read by Caden Bray, but I see some laundry laying on the field. Looks like we got a block in the back.
Yeah, it could be Shelton, looks like.
Yeah, we could see that on the replay right there. You can see the Heritage getting that guy right there in the back. And a lot of times when a good play like that happens, there's a penalty.
I didn't see the replay. Was that defender in part of the play or not? Sometimes.
Yeah, it was right there.
Okay.
But it'll be a replay, so we got second and about 17 or 18 yards from the 26-yard line. You can see Caden Bray, though, on that time. He was a little bit patient, was able to cut back, bring in the defender, and then is able to dump it to Jack Henderson. Heritage in spread formation. Caden Bray in the back. Nice.
Bray to Brooklyn Parsons. Nice play. Pick up some good yardage, make up for that penalty on the last play. 3rd and short for the Eagles.
Nice little pitch and catch right there from Caden to Brooklyn Parsons.
Well, it's nice to see Brooklyn on the field here at Heritage. He's transferred over from the Billies, and his dad's been a longtime coach here, Jamie Parsons, and he's glad to have his son here coaching with him and see him on the field, and good asset for the Heritage Eagles team this year.
Absolutely, always a pleasure it's always fun to coach your kid. At the same time, it's always challenging coaching your own kid. Nice pressure by number 1, Jacob Rubio, on Caden Bray, trying to hit Josh Herman down the right sideline.
So that brings up to the 4th down for Heritage. Just had 4th down on last series and overthrew a pass. Let's see if they can dial it in this time. If especially this close to midfield, they can, if they get a first down here, it's a little bit better. So, looks like they're going to let the clock run down for a timeout. Yeah, we're just 5 seconds on the play clock. Coach Shipman calling for a timeout. So you tell us this is a pretty important play. They're calling timeout. They want to make sure they get the right play this time, get a first down.
From a foundation of Christian compassion, Cornerstone Clinic is committed to the care of the whole patient and the whole family. With locations in Fredericksburg and Comfort, Cornerstone Clinic board-certified family physicians practice broad-spectrum medicine for patients of all ages. Evidence-based medicine coming from caring hands and a family-oriented philosophy. Our patients trust Cornerstone Clinic as their medical home. Cornerstone Clinic, health care for the whole family.
Gaddy's Pizza in Fredericksburg is a huge supporter of Battling Billy sports, students, and teachers. In fact, Gaddy's offers a lunch special for teachers and students Monday through Friday for only $6.99, and that includes a drink. Gaddy's Pizza also has pasta, dessert, and one of the best salad bars in town. Enjoy the game room. Kids of all ages love it. Gaddy's takes pizza seriously. 2931 Highway 16 South in Fredericksburg. Billy Pride, Iberales.
Folks, if you're out there tonight and you're watching this game and you're thinking, hey, I'd like to advertise, tell you what, go to fbg.live, click on the advertising tab, put a little bit of contact information, and we will contact you and see if we can work something out. Fourth and 5. From the 40-yard line, Heritage in spread formation.
Well, after a timeout, Heritage has a little motion for the play, for the snap.
These type of play,
5 more
these type
yards.
of penalties happen when you get fatigued. You lose a little bit of mental focus, and 5-yard penalties can be momentum killers.
Let's go, Eagles!
Josh Herman, tackle for the loss.
By number 1, Jacob Rubio.
Yeah.
Well, we got a penalty down here on the field. Heritage tried to go to that play that they missed earlier on 4th and 10 with Herman back there and running Caden Bray down the sideline, and they tried to do the same thing, and good pressure by the
defensive holding. That should be automatic first down.
Heritage got a break right there. Leakey coach probably didn't like that call too much.
I can't quite hear him, but his body language is saying he's not happy with it. So, yes, that's automatic first down for Heritage. What a nice break that was for Eagles. I didn't see what happened. I guess it's like Cade must have got behind him and held him up.
When you get second chances like this, you have to capitalize.
It's first and 15 Heritage. Inside Leakey field, field position. Just over 4 minutes left to go in the half. Leakey 20, Heritage 14. Oh, that was up for anybody. That was definitely a forced pass. I'm not sure what Josh saw there. It was definitely 2 Leakey defenders there in position. The ball just got away from him or floated, but it was, luckily it didn't end up in Leakey's hands.
Heritage got away with a play right there, but again, that was forced by good pressure by the Leakey defense, causing a little bit of indecision on Josh, having him throw it a little bit before than he wanted to.
Bobbled snap. It's Caden Bray for Eagles. Heritage dropping on it. Loss of about 9 yards.
The body language right now is not too good.
Nope.
For the Heritage Eagles. You can tell they're starting to get a little bit of frustrated, whether it's fatigue induced or whatever the case may be. But got to be mentally tough, mentally focused. Focus on the next play. 3rd and about 25. Not a position you want to be in. Heritage and spread formation. Play clock went out.
Add 5 to Heritage. That's delay a game on Heritage again. So again, some first game rust, and you hate to keep bringing that up, but that's just a fact of life. That it is their first game. And I was talking to Coach Shipman this week, and he knew that they were going to be rusty and had game speed situation, and knowing that Leakey's already played, this would be their 5th game of the season, so they're used to the speed of the game already. So it was something he was concerned about, and it's obvious here that we're seeing some of that rustiness. And
it's one of those things with and Coach Shipman, he'll tell you that, but at the same time, it's not going to be an excuse for him.
Exactly, yeah.
He knows it's out there. He knows it's going to happen, but Coach Shipman is not a man of excuses. We're probably making more excuses for him up here than what he's making for his team.
John Fritch showing some speed. There's no fatigue there, Coach Coons. John Fritch, pay dirt down the left sideline, showing his speed. 240-pound junior from Heritage.
Yeah, there's not too many 6-man players that size that can move that well. And all it takes is just, it's not so much that you have to get a huge block in 6-man football. If you can just get in a way, if you can get in a defender's way, if you can just push him on his shoulder or just cause him to loop instead of taking a good angle, that's all you need a lot of times. And then when you have somebody with the speed and the size of John right there, that's all it takes, and you got a touchdown.
Brooklyn Parsons kicking the extra point for Heritage. Heritage Eagles should be 22, Leakey Eagles 20. Just under 2.5 to go in the first half.
A minute ago, we were talking about the frustration that they're having and the momentum kind of shifting, and you could kind of see the hands on their sides and not looking good. But then it takes one play.
One play.
It takes one play, and it's like, oh wait, hey guys, we're back into this, and hopefully catch your breath right now. You got 2:38. I'm thinking Josh is going to kick off, and I'm hoping it's back into the end zone, and now see if this Heritage defense then will be able to get a stop and slow down this Leakey offense.
You hit the nail on the head about one play change momentum in 6-man. That happens so many times in the game. I mean, just you break containment, one play, it's a touchdown, and it happens so fast. And if you get scored against and you get discouraged and your body language goes down, and you got to keep your head up no matter what circumstances, because it can change so fast in 6-man. And
right.
And I'm sure Coach Shipman's telling them the same thing. Guys, we're in this game. We were just down by a touchdown, and now one play we're turning around. We're ahead of the game again, and I'm sure he's giving them opportunity now to get prepared for defense and see if they can get a stop here before half, and maybe.
Yeah, he's encouraging the guys right there. He says, guys, we've had some frustrations, but look at the scoreboard. Yep. We're up, and so if we can just stay focused in this moment, and right now, get settled a little bit. One play at a time. Right now, let's execute the kickoff. And then from there, let's go to defense. One play at a time. Let's get a stop. let's make it hard on the Leakey offense.
Montoya back to receive.
Josh Herman kicking off a Heritage. Montoya deep for Leakey. Coach Coons, you're catching on to this.
Kickoffs are good.
Yep, 33 through the end zone.
The more often your kickoff team's out there, the better.
Yeah.
You want to see your kickoff team out there, not so much your kick return team.
I know at halftime, I'm sure, Coach, you've been at halftime with Coach Shipman. I'm sure one of the things he's going to tell them is, guys, y'all haven't played your best half. We're rusty. We've learned some things, and, guys, we're still in the game. We got a second half to play, and guarantee these guys know that they haven't played their best half, and they've got better game in them.
Exactly. He's going to tell them, hey, guys, we're right here. He's going to be preaching, guys, let's just give us a shot in the fourth quarter. And but if they can, the little things right there, you could see they kind of changed up the rush. All of a sudden you could see number 30,
Jack Henderson.
Jack Henderson putting a little bit of pressure on. Normally we see Jack out there as a corner, so it's going to be these little adjustments that Heritage is going to mix up a little bit. And because if you're the rusher, that will wear you out. And so you got to mix that up, and putting pressure back there is always key. So Heritage being able to bring a bunch of different players to always put the pressure on the Leakey spread back there, that'll work to your advantage, particularly as the game goes on more and more.
Williams looking to connect.
Montoya.
Montoya's going to take it down the outside. The block from behind.
Oh, nice play. However,
there's some laundry on the field.
Yep, looks like a illegal block from Leakey. Looks like that might have been Galindo. The coach has encouraged him to not do that again, I'm sure.
You know, we've been talking about the game throughout the game. Hunter Williams does a great job of being patient back there, and you can see Abel Montoya sitting there looking like he's going to block, and all of a sudden he slips out, and that's all it takes. And Hunter hits him right there, and the athletes that they are, Abel's off and running. Heritage got a break right there with a block in the back on Leakey.
Well, it's part of the six-man chess game. You put a defender on Montoya, and then what's going to happen? Williams is going to be open to run down the field, and so it's almost you have to pick your poison sometimes.
Right.
Williams deep. It's overthrown. Herman and Parsons back there defending for Heritage. It's one of the few times he didn't go to Montoya for a completion.
It's probably one of those things right there that their coach is saying, hey, we got to keep the Heritage defense just a little bit honest.
Yep.
And all of a sudden you kind of stretch it out right there. They tried to get number 6, Damian Galindo, deep, and just happened to overthrow him.
Okay, now we got a defender going with Montoya, and there goes Williams. So just we said, as soon as you put a defender on Montoya, then Williams has only one defender to beat. And then he's quick enough to get around for first down for Leakey. Inside Heritage territory, just under 2 minutes, 1st and 15.
We got a timeout on the field with the Leakey Eagles.
Come back, Fredericksburg Live on YouTube, live from Shipman Stadium.
Hill Country Community Needs Council, helping our neighbors in need. Over 3,000 men, women, and children throughout our community rely upon our services each year. The Needs Council coordinates 28 programs to meet their needs. Programs like crisis assistance, domestic violence support, medical transport, senior services, food for kids, and a community resource center. These services and many more would be impossible without the generous donations and volunteers from our community. Hill Country Community Needs Council, helping our neighbors in need.
Vogel Tractors, specializing in low-hour, high-quality ag equipment. Area farmers and recreational landowners put their confidence in Van and Jamie, knowing their tractors, loaders, and farm implements will exceed expectations. All equipment is well-serviced and field-tested, and if new is what you need, Vogel Tractors is your Rhino Ag equipment dealer in the Hill Country. Warranties, financing, and delivery is available locally or nationwide. Vogel Tractors, located on Highway 290 between Fredericksburg and Stonewall.
If we had a little... Welcome back. FBG.live on YouTube. Heritage Eagles hosting Leakey Eagles. Probably the premier six-man football game this week in all of the state of Texas.
Yeah, I'm not sure what all the other six-man games going on, but we got a good one here.
Number 1 ranked Heritage Eagles against number 8 ranked Leakey, number 8 in the UIL. Heritage, of course, in TAPS private school, number 1 in the state.
You can see
Montoya defended by Herman.
Hickey with the interception.
Aiden Hickey interception under great pressure from Josh Herman.
You know, you can see right there, Josh did a great job of being patient and kind of staying on the quarterback's right shoulder a little bit, making it tough on him, kind of slowly forcing him to the sideline. Again, trying to use the sideline as a defender. Quarterback kind of did the what you don't want to do, kind of throwing across his body a little bit, and Aiden Hickey capitalizing on that with the interception.
Well, just a couple minutes ago, Heritage was down by a touchdown, and now they're up by 2 with opportunity to put some more points on board just before half. I know Coach Shipman loves that, to be able to score out before the end of the first half and then take momentum in the locker room.
Absolutely. And I believe Heritage will be receiving the second half kickoff as well, so they can get a score here. Here's Fritsch.
Down the outside.
Number 10 for Leakey on the tackle.
Michael Downham.
Nice tackle, Michael.
Another one of the seniors from Leakey.
That's all right. Kind of run the clock a little bit. Maybe keep Heritage having the last possession in the half. About 1:05 running on the clock.
Coach Shipman talking to the offense, making sure they're paying attention to the clock and letting them know exactly when to snap the ball. Make good use of the clock. Herman to Bray just off his fingertips.
Leakey that time, I don't know if it was miscommunication or maybe it was by design, but they had 3 guys going to Josh. And Caden slipped out, and Josh just overthrew him by a little bit.
3rd and 10, Heritage. That stopped the clock at 49 seconds. That's in the first half.
Number 3, Tristan Roberts checked in for the Heritage Eagles. Split out wide right. Heritage in spread formation. Caden Bray at the quarterback now.
Herman looking for room.
Oh, just missed. Nice tackle.
Is it number 10, Michael Downham again?
There's a good chance it's either Michael Downham, Abel Montoya, or Hunter Williams.
Yeah, one of those 3.
One of those 3. They've done a great job tonight. But a lot of times the reason they can do a good job is because the other 3 guys are kind of holding up other people. So it's a total team effort.
Yeah, it's a teamwork, yes.
Absolutely.
It's probably be the last play of the half. Looks like Coach Shipman's going to let it run down. And better snap it. There's the snap. Oh, just underthrown. Herman to John Fritsch. That's end of the first half, folks. We got Heritage Eagles 22, Leakey Eagles 20. Live from Shipman Field, FBG.live on YouTube.
Bee Creek Communications is celebrating 20 years of connecting the Hill Country. 20 years of scaling towers, climbing roofs, installing networks, wireless broadcasting, timely responses, friendly service, technical support, expanding coverage, increasing speeds, keeping promises, providing our community with always-on, high-speed internet. Big Creek Communications, celebrating 20 years of serving you.
ValueMed Pharmacy is Fredericksburg's pharmacy. By putting our customers first, we've earned a sterling reputation as the premier provider in town. With free home delivery, convenient location, and a speedy drive-up window, getting your medications has never been easier. ValueMed offers competitive pricing and accepts most prescription insurance. We're located at 707 North Llano Street, or give us a call at 830-997-8155. Come see why ValueMed Pharmacy truly is Fredericksburg's pharmacy.
Creek Street Dental utilizes the latest technologies in dental care. Dr. McBride has been specially trained to offer the Hill Country sedation dentistry. Anxious patients can sleep through oral surgery in a private room with family nearby. Their CBCT machine provides near-silent imaging, making possible the most painless and effective treatments. iTero technology allows virtual manipulation and modeling, so no more gagging on impression trays. Call 830-990-1178 for the best in your family's dental health today.
From a foundation of Christian compassion, Cornerstone Clinic is committed to the care of the whole patient and the whole family. With locations in Fredericksburg and Comfort, Cornerstone Clinic board-certified family physicians practice broad-spectrum medicine for patients of all ages. Evidence-based medicine coming from caring hands and a family-oriented philosophy. Our patients trust Cornerstone Clinic as their medical home. Cornerstone Clinic, health care for the whole family.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are Freddie Live tonight from Shipman Field on FBG.live. And this week at Heritage is Flight Night, which is equivalent to UIL homecoming type. And on the field is the Heritage Eaglettes, which is the lower school cheerleader team. They're out performing tonight for our entertainment. And we'll just kind of let them do their thing and watch what they do.
All right. Let me do my best with all those names. But we're going to start out with Miss Alexis Gary. Ariana Hudson.
It's kind of one of the neat traditions here, Coach, is the young kids get mentored by the older kids. I remember when my kids were going to school here, the upperclassmen would come with the younger kids and read with them and make them part of the Heritage traditions. And same thing with the cheerleaders. They start the cheerleaders off young and let them be part of the game and engage them from a young age and buy into the spirit of Heritage Eagles. And we're seeing the same thing now with junior high football. I don't think junior high football was here when you were coaching, but they teach them the same plays, the same sets as the high school team, and train up a child the way they should go. When they grow old, they shall not depart from it. And that's biblical, and it starts with cheerleaders and football players as well. You learn from your young age how to do it right, and continue to do it right the rest of your life.
You bet. Discipleship is huge.
Let's hear it for Hannah Davis.
How you just talked about there, how you train up a child.
Miss Hannah Music.
It's so applicable. You can do it in so many different ways. The simplest things, whether it's through cheerleaders, whether it's
Isla Richardson.
I don't know if you can see it on camera or whatnot, but down below you have all the varsity cheerleaders. They're there and they're cheering these girls on.
Yep.
They spend time with them. They're building relationships with them. And that's what it's all about. And a lot of times too, even in small communities or small schools, everybody knows everybody, and so it allows you to build a lot of good relationships with them, and so it's always good to see these kiddos out here.
Give them a round of applause.
I know from the Campbell angle you can see a few different things here, but why don't you describe to the folks back home watching what's different about Heritage Field. Now that's not, before then it was Heritage Field, but now Shipman Field from when you were here.
What? Well, we got lights. We got permanent lights. We have we did have scoreboards. We did have the 25-second clock. But I tell you what, there's stands on the other side. So many things, but I tell you what, the values and the core are the same. Those things won't change. It's people, they're invested. And it's good to see that. You know, if they're out here, kind of everybody knows everybody. Everybody's supporting each other. But yeah, back to the lights. I mean, we'd be calling up Sunbelt Rentals, and we'd have 4 or 5 guys. I remember John Aiken and Jeep Collins, Mark Bell. I know I'm missing a bunch of other guys, but they're always running there right after work, and we'd be bringing them out here to the field and adjusting lights and diesel engines going. And if you're by the diesel engine, you have to worry about mosquitoes or anything too much. But, you know, it's a little bit loud, but that's all right. It kind of made the aurora of Heritage football. And now, I mean, they got a field, and there's a practice field. Before that, we used to practice out in the cow pasture.
Heritage Eagle cheerleaders.
And humble beginnings, but very thankful where things are at right now.
Yeah, one of the cool things about field here was, Shipman Field, and something you don't see very often. I don't know if I've ever seen it where somebody plays at a field and actually the coach is on the field. It's named after him, and just shows the admiration, respect that the school has for Coach Shipman. And I remember him talking about when he first started coaching here that they asked him, well, could you come help us get the guys fitted for uniforms? We don't know what size shoulder pads to get them. He said, well, yeah, I'll go help you guys get fitted for uniforms. Well, then, a month later, the uniforms show up. Hey, Coach, can you come help us get the uniforms for the guys to make sure they fit right? Yeah, I'll come help. Here you are, 7 state championships later, just perennial powerhouse at TAPS football. And, he's a legend in 6-man. He's not just known in Fredericksburg. He's not just known in our district or our region of TAPS. He's known through all 6-man football in Texas. And just when anybody speaks of 6-man football coaches in Texas, he's going to be at the top of the list of the greatest that are out there now. And he builds Christian men, builds them up to be Christ's servants when they go on. And he always talks about football. Well, he kind of shows a ladder. Down at the bottom of the ladder, there's on top of the ladder is God, and there's family, and then there's your community, and then he goes way down at the bottom of the ladder is football, and how he uses football as an analogy of that to raise these guys up the ladder. Football is a step on the ladder to become a better man, a better husband one day, a better father, a better member of their community. And how many lives has he impacted over his years here? It's tremendous.
Without question. I mean, yeah, he's excited about the state championships, but it's the journey. When you think of the state championship, you remember that team. You remember the highs and the lows. You remember the shared experiences that you had, and that's what lasts. The state championship is just it's the cherry on top.
Yep.
And you're elated about it, but when you kind of think about, you can sit up there and you can look at there and you're like, oh, 2004, yeah, the first one. Yep, that was against Granbury Happy Hill, and golly, I remember. We can remember Joe Bell getting injured, and then all of a sudden Coleman Aiken coming in playing quarterback, Robert Ramsey playing quarterback, Scott Ramsey playing quarterback. I mean, and then you remember when it happened. I remember Joe Bell was our starting quarterback, and it happened in the playoffs, and he had an elbow injury, and he couldn't play, and we were devastated. And we were at Shipman's house, and he's like, Koontz, I think we're gonna have quarterback by committee. And as we were sitting there trying to figure out a game plan, and it worked. And looking back on it, I remember he goes, "Are we nuts for completely changing this?" And it's like, I don't know, but the only way we're going to find out is if we try and give it a shot. And but even mentioning those kids right now, we can talk about, Scott Ramsey. I mean, these guys, they've been on mission trips. They've been to Africa. They've been to Cuba. They're great men. They're married. They got wives. They got kids. I think it's great. It's great to see that. It's great to see them. Kind of reflects on how old you are. But anyways, back to Coach Shipman. The point I was saying that is that what he gets more excited about. He likes to see what they've become, and he does a great job of that. You know, the alumni, they're always welcome to come back, regardless of how young or old, to come to practices, to see the players, to talk to the players, and he wants them to be involved. And it's a testament to him because, as you said, it started small about just uniforms,
right?
You know, and John Aiken kind of twisting his arm and saying, I think you need a coach. You haven't given me a definite no on it as a coach. And oh, look at those fireworks. Jimmy, did you know that we're going to have fireworks?
Pyrotechnics. Yep, was a surprise to me.
How about that? Flight night, fireworks, 6-man football, Fredericksburg, Texas, beautiful weather. How about that? There you go, end it with a bang.
So you've been in a lot of halftimes with Coach Shipman. What's going on in there this evening?
You know, one of the things is he does a good job of making adjustments, and sometimes the adjustment might be, you know, are we going to put a real aggressive pressure or just back down a little bit? It's not drawing up a brand new play or anything like that. It's knowing what we do well, being honest with yourself, and knowing where we're at, and what are some things. Maybe there might be things which I'm sure he has that he hasn't shown yet, you know, because he didn't probably want Leakey. And there's definitely some things probably that Leakey has in their back pocket. And I think one of them being number 7, Roger Garcia. He wasn't able to play the first half from last week, but he'll be able to play now in the second half, and he's a big player for him, and he's going to have fresh legs. So, and that'll be something that Coach Shipman's talking about, and so he's going to rehearse the things that they've been working on this week, and trying to make some fine-tuned adjustments, and seeing what they can do coming out here in the second half.
All right, folks, thanks for sticking with us at halftime here at Shipman Field. We're going to go to commercial break, and we'll be back after a few short minutes.
Gaddy's Pizza in Fredericksburg is a huge supporter of Battling Billy sports, students, and teachers. In fact, Gaddy's offers a lunch special for teachers and students Monday through Friday for only $6.99, and that includes a drink. Gaddy's Pizza also has pasta, dessert, and one of the best salad bars in town. Enjoy the game room. Kids of all ages love it. Gaddy's takes pizza seriously. 2931 Highway 16 South in Fredericksburg. Billy Pride, Iberales.
Hill Country Community Needs Council, helping our neighbors in need. Over 3,000 men, women, and children throughout our community rely upon our services each year. The Needs Council coordinates 28 programs to meet their needs. Programs like crisis assistance, domestic violence support, medical transport, senior services, food for kids, and a community resource center. These services and many more would be impossible without the generous donations and volunteers from our community. Hill Country Community Needs Council, helping our neighbors in need.
Vogel Tractors, specializing in low-hour, high-quality ag equipment. Area farmers and recreational landowners put their confidence in Van and Jamie, knowing their tractors, loaders, and farm implements will exceed expectations. All equipment is well-serviced and field-tested, and if new is what you need, Vogel Tractors is your Rhino Ag equipment dealer in the Hill Country. Warranties, financing, and delivery is available locally or nationwide. Vogel Tractors, located on Highway 290 between Fredericksburg and Stonewall.
Bee Creek Communications is celebrating 20 years of connecting the Hill Country. 20 years of scaling towers, climbing roofs, installing networks, wireless broadcasting, timely responses, friendly service, technical support, expanding coverage, increasing speeds, keeping promises, providing our community with always-on high-speed internet. FB Creek Communications, celebrating 20 years of serving you.
Welcome back, folks. We are live at Shipman Field. Friday Night Lights. We're on FBG.live on YouTube. I'm joined up here in the North Scaffolding with Coach Garrett Coons, 5-time state championship coach here at Heritage. This is our inaugural live broadcast of Heritage football. We're excited to be here, and we've got a great game tonight, folks. Heritage is ranked number 1 in the state TAPS football, all divisions. Leakey is number 8, I believe, in the state in UIL, and we got us a good game here, Coach. 22-20.
You bet. You know, rankings always make a good story.
Yeah.
I guess us as we're doing media right now, it kind of helps build up the game or whatnot. I can guarantee you the last people that are thinking about rankings right now is Coach Shipman and Coach Williams.
Yep.
Their focus right now is getting their team ready for the second half. They both coaches know that they are in for a slugfest, and it's going to be a matter of which team can finish strong, which team can, as Heritage would say, the hupamande, the perseverance to press on. So this is a place. This is where you want to be, but there's no question that Leakey's going to be up for the task too.
Just as you said before they broke for them in half, number 7, Roger Garcia, definitely one of their good players, power back. He had to take off first half of this game. He's back kicking off for Leakey, and interesting to see he's going to be fresh and had the whole half off, and he's ready to go. And hopefully Heritage got a good break at halftime, got some Gatorade and got some electrolytes, and they're fired up and ready to play the second half.
Number 7 for Leakey setting up the kick. He takes it deep.
Touchback there. Ball come out on the 20-yard line. Heritage ball, 1st and 15.
I've seen a lot of games, and a lot of the games are won in the locker room at halftime.
Absolutely.
Little adjustments, and do you make a bunch of changes or not? Do you try to execute what you didn't execute in the first half? The other coach is not sure what's the other coach to do at halftime. So interesting to see if Heritage makes any changes. And you even noticed they were making changes in the first half when they were
right.
set up with different quarterbacks, different defensive schemes. So
yeah, they're going to talk about it. The coaches will get together, kind of talk about, see what's working well, and now they're going to try to find out what's best and put it together here in the second half and see. Well, that's not how you want to start if you're Heritage.
John Fritsch fumbled the snap, and it was a great snap right in his hands. He just, if he's looking at the rushers or what he was doing.
Might have been a little bit high, but again, John will probably be the first one to tell you I should have had it. But now?
What hit him in a bad spot?
Now we'll see if.
Right in the hands.
Right in the hands.
So that's a huge break for Leakey. 1st and goal with 1 second off the clock in the beginning of the second half.
7 on the side.
Garcia.
Crushed by Fritsch.
Not a coincidence that the first player they go to is their freshest player, Montoya, and he's got some speed and some size as well, and looks like there might be an injury on the Leakey Eagles, number 3,
yeah, Montoya.
Montoya.
Yep. Looks like his right shoulder maybe, or his arm.
I don't know. He's holding it a little bit.
Well, that's not good for Leakey. He was all over the field in the first half. A lot of receptions, lots of yards, so they don't want to afford to miss him too long. But they got Garcia back in the lineup, so fresh legs for him as well. Timeout, Leakey.
Leakey taking a timeout.
ValueMed Pharmacy is Fredericksburg's pharmacy. By putting our customers first, we've earned a sterling reputation as the premier provider in town. With free home delivery, convenient location, and a speedy drive-up window, getting your medications has never been easier. ValueMed offers competitive pricing and accepts most prescription insurance. We're located at 707 North Llano Street, or give us a call at 830-997-8155. Come see why ValueMed Pharmacy truly is Fredericksburg's pharmacy.
Creek Street Dental utilizes the latest technologies in dental care. Dr. McBride has been specially trained to offer the Hill Country sedation dentistry. Anxious patients can sleep through oral surgery in a private room with family nearby. Their CBCT machine provides near silent imaging, making possible the most painless and effective treatments. iTero technology allows virtual manipulation and modeling, so no more gagging on impression trays. Call 830-990-1178 for the best in your family's dental health today.
7.
Okay. All right, we're back, and we just might have caught the tail end of that play, but it was
pitch left, Garcia.
Garcia sweep left, and he ran it in for a touchdown.
So Leakey takes advantage of the bobbled snap from Heritage and converts that into 6 points pretty quick. Williams setting up for the extra point. Blocked.
Yes, Heritage got a hand on it. No good. 26-22. Leakey Eagles on top. We'll go to a commercial break, and we'll be right back.
From a foundation of Christian compassion, Cornerstone Clinic is committed to the care of the whole patient and the whole family. With locations in Fredericksburg and Comfort, Cornerstone Clinic board-certified family physicians practice broad-spectrum medicine for patients of all ages. Evidence-based medicine coming from caring hands and a family-oriented philosophy. Our patients trust Cornerstone Clinic as their medical home. Cornerstone Clinic, health care for the whole family.
Gaddy's Pizza in Fredericksburg is a huge supporter of Battling Billy sports, students, and teachers. In fact, Gaddy's offers a lunch special for teachers and students Monday through Friday for only $6.99, and that includes a drink. Gaddy's Pizza also has pasta, dessert, and one of the best salad bars in town. Enjoy the game room. Kids of all ages love it. Gaddy's takes pizza seriously. 2931 Highway 16 South in Fredericksburg. Billy Pride, Iberales.
All right, folks, we're back live here at Shipman Field in Fredericksburg, Texas, where the Leakey Eagles are on top 26, Heritage Eagles 22. Folks, if you would like to advertise with these football broadcasts, go to fbg.live, click on the advertising tab. Again, that is fbg.live. Click on the advertising tab and fill out the info, and we will get to you. You can see it right there, folks. Or email ads@fbg.live. Deep kickoff by Leakey. Heritage will take the ball 1st and 15 from the 20-yard line. See if they can execute now their first offensive possession a little bit better than, or their second offensive possession better than their first offensive possession.
Jake Roberts in. Seeing some action on offense for Heritage. Sophomore from Heritage.
Heritage in spread formation. Herman back, looking to Caden Bray. Was there? There's the flag.
Wonder where that flag was. He obviously had his back to the quarterback and he was face guarding, and it was an easy call. Just took him a while to get the flag out of his pocket. You know, we saw earlier in the first half where Jack Henderson was defending. He turned to look towards the quarterback and made a similar play, but was interference if you're looking at the quarterback.
Oh, they're waving off the flag.
Oh, they're waving it off. Well, that shows you how much I know.
I think Coach Shipman's not going to be too excited about that.
I don't think anybody wearing green's excited about that call. I'm not sure how much more evidence you need for pass interference than that.
But it is what it is.
Yep. And of course, I'm on the sidelines where all the green is, so I see it plays different over here.
You got to move on to the next play.
Yep, put it behind you. You're exactly right. Incomplete pass.
You can't let one
15.
bad play lead to 2 bad plays. Well, let's just try it again.
Herman DeBray. I think that's going to be
Touchdown,
6.
Heritage Eagles.
Well,
what'd you say? Don't let one bad play.
Yeah,
Just put it behind you.
move it to the next.
And you've seen that play a couple of times where Josh missed it, and that time it was on the money. Caden Bray in stripes, right on the hands, and
You know, that's something.
Catch and run.
That's something right there that could have been an adjustment that Heritage was looking at halftime, because you saw it coming out right there. They had Caden Bray at center, and that's where they wanted to take advantage of using Caden as a receiver.
we have another bobbled hold there for Heritage. That's 2 in a row. Coach Shipman saw something that does not appear to be something he's happy about.
What Coach Shipman is mad about is right when there's a bobbled snap, there is no returning a bobbled snap on the back for a 2-point conversion like it could happen in 11-man football. The minute that something like that happens, the play's dead.
Play's dead.
So there should have been a whistle. And as the referee let the play go on, that's what Shipman was mad about. So, anyways, again, move on now to the next play. Kickoff teams out. That's what you want. 28-26 Heritage, 8:48 left in the third
So it's good to see Heritage come after that bobbled snap and turnover, and then Leakey marches right in with just a short distance, scores. And Heritage comes back and missed opportunity or missed pass interference call, and then they come back and score a touchdown. And it's good to see them responding. And so far, so good. Beginning of the first or second half for Heritage.
Yeah, you kind of started off a little bit rusty there with like you said, with the fumble, and Leakey was taking advantage, but then you come back and you score. So we'll see now if Heritage can take a deep breath and get a stop on defense. And at the same time, we'll see what the Leakey Eagles can do, and see if they will keep on attacking with Hunter Williams and Abel Montoya. I noticed earlier we had Abel Montoya kind of look like with injury, but he's back out on the field, ready to return the kickoff.
Montoya deep to receive.
Josh Herman teeing it up for Heritage. Through the end zone, touchback. Well, I know you don't like to read the rankings or anything, but I was looking at Texas 6-man this week, and it shows that Leakey was a 26-point favorite. And I know that like you said, the rankings don't mean a whole lot to the coaches and the players, but still a tendency to read that kind of stuff and see what it's about. And I'm sure that's going to motivate Heritage to keep this game close.
Right. I guarantee you. Oh, that ball's on the field.
There we go.
Well, there you go, 1 from 1.
All right, we're all square.
Leakey was kind enough to return the gift, and
yep.
Heritage was able to recover. So we'll see what Heritage can do right now.
That's Heritage Eagles football right there. Hey, Freddie football fans, let's hear it for these Heritage Eagles.
Number 4, Tristan Roberts, freshman, checking in for the Heritage Eagles. First and goal, Heritage at the 12-yard line. Spread formation, Josh Herman at the quarterback.
And pitch to Fritch.
Fritch.
Fritch looking for room, and he's got it. Takes it inside the 10.
That's just power running there. Just put your head down and run over everybody in your way.
There's nothing fancy about that. There was
power ball.
There was no really run pass option. It was
No.
just the run option.
Yeah.
And but when you got a back the size of John back there, and that's a pretty good choice to make. Second and goal from the 9-yard line.
Jack Henderson up on the upbacks in the backfield now. Giving Fritz a break. There he is right there from
Jack Henderson, touchdown.
Josh Herman to Jack Henderson. Touchdown Eagles.
Nice job right there by the Heritage offense. Good execution. Kind of a little bump and dump right there where you could see where Jack would kind of run at the defender, just kind of bump a little bit, and then releases out in the flat, and Josh was able to hit him for a touchdown score.
All right, let's see if Heritage can get a snap and a hold down. Brooklyn Parsons to attempt the kick. It's down, it's up. There we go.
Parsons with the extra point. It's good.
Well, there we go. Going 36-26, Heritage up on top with 8:27 left in the third quarter. You are listening to Heritage Eagles on FBG.live. We'll be right back after this.
Hill Country Community Needs Council, helping our neighbors in need. Over 3,000 men, women, and children throughout our community rely upon our services each year. The Needs Council coordinates 28 programs to meet their needs. Programs like crisis assistance, domestic violence support, medical transport, senior services, food for kids, and a community resource center. These services and many more would be impossible without the generous donations and volunteers from our community. Hill Country Community Needs Council, helping our neighbors in need.
Jake Herman.
Jake's here? I'm sure he is, watching his brother play.
Yeah, but
all right, we're back here at Shipman Field. 36-26, Heritage Eagles on top, 8:27 left in the third quarter. Number 3, Abel Montoya back deep with Josh Herman for the kickoff.
Abel Montoya deep to receive.
Oh, out of bounds. Give him 5 yards back. Kick it again.
I think they'll probably just end up taking the penalty.
I'm not a coach, but if I was a coach, that's what I would do. Make him kick it again. That's not even a hard decision for an Aggie to make, I don't think.
First down to 30.
Well, instead of getting it at the 20, they get it at the 30. So,
well, yep, they're not going to make it kick it
yards.
over. So,
Leakey tightened Jaybird formation, running a simple lead play to Hunter Williams. You can see his speed being pushed out of bounds by number 31, John Fritsch, for about a gain of 30
10,
yards.
20, 30 yards. Yeah, that shows his speed. That was just a simple handoff on the left side, and he was gone. No containment on the outside by Heritage defense.
Line up in the same formation again. Heritage bringing everybody on the line of scrimmage. Going
inside pitch.
Leakey going with the quick dive. Oh, he pitches back to Abel Montoya. Good alertness by number 30, Jack Henderson.
Inside the 10.
I don't think that was design play, was it? That was.
I don't think that was.
Classic six-man busted play. And
I don't know if that was even classic six-man busted play. That was just a kind of an impromptu play by number 7. He's about to go down. He saw Abel Montoya back there and just kind of pitched it to him and got some positive yards. First and goal on the 8-yard line. Number 2.
Williams
take it down outside.
Tackled by number 10, Rory Shelton with the tackle. Second and goal on the 5-yard line. Going to number 7.
Garcia.
Roger Garcia.
Down, Leakey.
Nice job there by the Leakey offensive line, creating a seam there for Garcia. And once he saw the goal line, just lowered his shoulder and drove through. .741 left in the third quarter. Heritage up 36-32. Leakey for the PAT. And it is blocked.
Kick is blocked. So that's 36-32. Heritage Eagles take a break. We'll be right back.
Vogel Tractors, specializing in low-hour, high-quality ag equipment. Area farmers and recreational landowners put their confidence in Van and Jamie, knowing their tractors, loaders, and farm implements will exceed expectations. All equipment is well-serviced and field-tested, and if new is what you need, Vogel Tractors is your Rhino Ag equipment dealer in the Hill Country. Warranties, financing, and delivery is available locally or nationwide. Vogel Tractors, located on Highway 290 between Fredericksburg and Stonewall.
Bee Creek Communications is celebrating 20 years of connecting the Hill Country. 20 years of scaling towers, climbing roofs, installing networks, wireless broadcasting, timely responses, friendly service, technical support, expanding coverage, increasing speeds, keeping promises, providing our community with always-on, high-speed internet. Bee Creek Communications, celebrating 20 years of serving you.
Well, I'd like to welcome everybody back to Shipman Field. I'd like to welcome up to the north scaffolding Kenny Johnson. I'm not sure if you can see him on the camera or not. Jump in there, Kenny. Say hi, Kenny. And
hey, Kenny.
Former state champion here at Heritage. Long tradition of the Johnson family, and just glad he's up here. He's serving the Lord here in Fredericksburg with Mission Candelia, and just appreciate Kenny and all he does. Another example of what Coach Coons was talking about, how Coach Shipman trains up these young men to go do great things in life. And Kenny Johnson.
There's Caden Bray breaking down the sideline.
Touchdown, Heritage.
That's what I'm talking about, touchdown, Heritage.
That's a nice return right there.
So
that's a way to answer.
2 extra points, or 2 touchdowns for Heritage on special teams.
That's right.
Football.
You could see right there, too, on that play, there was a good job of the kick return team kind of creating some blocks and some seals, and that's all it takes. Caden Bray's got good speed, and he capitalized on it right there.
There it is for a busted play to turn into 1 point.
Hickey for the extra point.
Folks,
Good thinking.
there you saw kind of a backyard 6-man football play right there.
Busted play, and let's throw it in for a 1 point extra one. Heritage 43, Leakey 32. We're going to stay here for this timeout. Let's finish up talking about Kenny Johnson a while ago, and just as Coach Coons are talking about Coach Shipman and how he mentors these young men, and Kenny Johnson, a perfect example of just a countless group of young men that have gone on to do great things, whether it's in college, in their community, serving the Lord, just being great men of God. And I'm sure that Coach Shipman, that's probably one of the things he's most proud about, is seeing some of his former players go, most of them going to do great things in life.
You bet. Kenny was a great football player for us, played nose on defense and was a receiver on offense, and man, he was. I remember he always gave everything he had. After games, he was flat out exhausted, and man, it's sure good to see Kenny and see how he's doing right now.
We talked about upperclassmen mentoring younger underclassmen, and my son was a freshman that year when Kenny was a senior. And he was a good mentor to my son to teach him what it was like being a Heritage football player. And it's kind of neat to see these former students come back to Heritage and be a part of football here.
There's Josh Herman.
Josh Herman back to the end zone.
He corrected his out of bounds.
Yep,
Kind of straightened it up a little bit. And kicking it through the end zone.
I would like to say hi to a couple of good friends of mine over at Canop Retirement Center, Bob and Dorothy Herman, Opa Herman. I hope you're watching it. I know you're probably not the best on figuring out how to run a YouTube, but I heard that Ms. Herman went over there and got you hooked up, and hope you're watching. We miss you and look forward to seeing you back on the sidelines again, and Godspeed and get well soon. And that's a shout out to Bob and Dorothy Herman over at Canop Retirement Center.
Leakey lining back up in the Jaybird formation.
Williams, Garcia.
That's there's
6
an answer.
points the other way.
There was an answer right there by Leakey. Nice job. Number 7, Roger Garcia slipping out. Hunter Williams.
You got a replay. He'll come up here. Let's see what they. Oh, well, they're not going to get a replay here.
People just have to take our word.
Yep,
for that.
It was touchdown.
Yeah, it was touchdown. It was touchdown.
Leakey's given up on the 2-point conversion. Just goes for the 1 point. It's good.
Number 2 doing a good job right there, seeing the goal line and just fighting right to it, getting his shoulders down and crossing the goal line.
Heritage 43, Leakey 39.
See Josh Herman on the sideline, maybe cramping up a little bit. Happens a lot.
Well, I saw Garcia from Leakey as well on that extra point. He kind of hobbled off a little bit, so.
Players are tired. Players are exhausted.
What you see a lot of times in 6-man, you've witnessed it, Coach, is that you've got some really good athletes, and a lot of times those guys, they play both ways. They're on the kickoff team, the kickoff return team, and they get winded, and you start seeing some cramps and little injuries, not just physical fatigue, but mental fatigue and little mistakes. So it's critical that these guys keep mentally sharp because they know they don't get a lot of breaks, and especially if you're a starter, it's you're out there every play.
Right. There's no question. I know these guys throughout the summer they would work hard. You want to push yourself to where you feel like this during the summer. As you're getting prepared for the season, because you know that this is what's going to happen. And granted, you still can't simulate it though. You can't simulate the atmosphere. You can't simulate all the physical hits, the physical pain that you have. But
Jack Henderson beat to receive.
But you'll come out and be ready. You'll be excited for it. It's hard right now, but you look back and it's. Oh, that was so much fun.
Yeah.
It was fun being exhausted and cramping up.
Oh, he's going to have to pick that one up. It's Jack Henderson.
Nice block by Shelton. Jack Henderson takes.
Nice job by Jack Henderson. He thought that ball was going to go through the end zone, and it had some backspin on it and stopped just short of the goal line. He smart enough to pick it up and took off.
Looks like number 7 for Leakey, Roger Garcia, kind of hobbling off.
Yeah, he was a little banged up a little bit on that extra point, and he just did the kickoff.
Be first and goal, Heritage Eagles at the 28, 29-yard line. Heritage in spread formation. Josh Herman at quarterback.
Jack Henderson takes the pitch.
Great play by number 2, Hunter Williams there for the Leakey Eagles. He came up strong and made a real nice tackle there on number 30. Henderson.
Yeah, look, the scouting report on him, it just says fast next to his name. He is definitely fast. He is all over the place on defense. Scored multiple times, run the ball, passing. He's quite an athlete, and he's a prototypical six-man player. Just not very big, just fast, shifty, and they've got a nose for the ball. They get to the ball every time and know how to make a play.
Good to see number 7 for Leakey back out on the field. Uh-oh. Oh. Man, oh, man.
That was Jake Roberts.
He got excited.
Yep, I think he was ready to turn on that one.
He got excited right there.
We got a flag on the play, looks like, down the 30-yard line.
Oh, looks like maybe he crossed the line of scrimmage. Five-yard penalty.
Well, the consolation for that is that Jake won't have to have nightmares about missing that pass tonight.
That's right. It won't show up in the stats.
Yep, exactly. So that adds 5 to Heritage, 3rd and 20.
Ball went right through number 10 for Heritage.
It's Rory Shelton.
Rory Shelton, and then into the hands of number 10, Michael Downham for the Leakey Eagles, and he runs all the way in for a touchdown, a pick 6.
That was two in a row.
That's tough.
2 in a row right in the hands of our guys, and just let it get through the hands.
That's tough. Those little things happen when you get tired. But like how we talked about earlier, how are you going to respond? Adversity is going to happen. How are you going to respond?
Well, we talked earlier about Heritage. Stars get tired with both of those guys. Shelton and Roberts are both not starters. So they're coming in to give some of the starters a chance to get a breath, and a little inexperienced, maybe a little nervous, and 2 bobbled passes. One of them turned into a touchdown.
Nice play. Nice play there by Heritage. Who is that? Number 7.
Aiden Hickey.
Aiden Hickey. Nice play, Aiden.
Heritage 43, Leakey 45. Live from Shipman Field, FBG.live.
ValueMed Pharmacy is Fredericksburg's pharmacy. By putting our customers first, we've earned a sterling reputation as the premier provider in town. With free home delivery, convenient location, and a speedy drive-up window, getting your medications has never been easier. ValueMed offers competitive pricing and accepts most prescription insurance. We're located at 707 North Llano Street, or give us a call at 830-997-8155. Come see why ValueMed Pharmacy truly is Fredericksburg's pharmacy.
Yard live from Shipman Field, FBG.live on YouTube. Heritage Eagles hosting Leakey Eagles, and they're up on top, 45-43. Leakey, one of the top teams in the state in UIL 6-man football, facing Heritage, reigning state champs, Division III in TAPS. And we got quite a game that's been back and forth. A lot of offense, a lot of defense, and it's so far exciting. And not sure it's going to be who has the ball last, or
it's sure turning out that way, though, isn't it?
Just back and forth.
Number 2, Hunter Williams to kick. Oh, they pooch it up.
Yep, fair catch. There we go. That's
nice
job,
save.
Brooklyn. So that was a good play. He did the fair catch. There's nobody blocking in front of him. Nowhere to go. So let's just do a fair catch, take the ball on the 25-yard line, and let's just go with it.
You know, Heritage has a little bit of success with some of that bump and dump passing game early or later on there in the second quarter. We'll see if that's something that they might come back to now here in the third quarter.
John Fritsch showing his athleticism as well.
Taking some running room.
Another flag on the play.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
that's gonna
legal block
come
in the back on Heritage. Ten-yard penalty from the spot of the foul, so that'll bring up first and about 12. Something you don't hear too often.
First and 12, yep.
Same play, except Herman as the running back instead of Fritsch. Brings up second down and about 6 yards. Ball on the Heritage Eagle 36-yard line.
Jack Henderson on the right side. Got a good opening. He makes a nice move it back inside. There we go, Jack. Picks up first down for Heritage. Inside Leakey territory. And one of the things I was talking to Coach Shipman about, knowing that Leakey is fast and potential to put a lot of points on the board, was try to slow the game down, and you're seeing Heritage do exactly that. They're getting the play clock down to single digits pretty much every play and just trying to drag the game out and trying to slow down we saw how explosive Leakey can be on offense. So he's trying to slow the game down and
using their advantage. You got two big running backs, and you got to keep on pounding them. That'll take its toll.
Yep.
You've been seeing them. It's been Fritsch, it's been Herman. It's been Fritsch, it's been Herman.
Breaking it to Herman. Down the side of the 40.
That was one of those times where you actually wish you would have dropped the ball.
A complete pass for loss of yardage.
Bring it up in about second now and 18 at the 38. Heritage need to get to about the 20-yard line for a first down.
Oh, bobble snap. Gets back to Fritsch. Oh, nice move and nice shoestring tackle
by number 10.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just got to use your size advantage and don't have to be too fancy about it, and you try to move around a little bit, and then you can slow yourself down. It allows the other team to recover and make a play. So
yep, there's one of their smallest guys on the team tackling the biggest guy. He just got him off balance and able to trip him up.
Oh,
nice.
Great play.
Is that Montoya back there?
Yes, Montoya and Williams. Nice play by the Leakey Eagles secondary.
So that's the play they just scored on earlier, and then Herman missed him a couple times on that same play earlier in the first half, and I think Leakey's ready for that one.
You saw it on replay right there where Montoya was able to get a hand up and knock it down. We got 4th and about 16 yards. Play clock's at about 15 seconds.
So those of you new to six-man football, there's not much punting in Heritage. Six-man ball, it's going to be, if it's less than 15 yards, they're going for it inside those other side of territory.
And it's one of those deals. Some folks are saying, well, why didn't you call a timeout earlier? The game clock's going to stop at 2:16 because of the incompletion pass. The play clock was at about 19 seconds. That's an extra 19 seconds of rest that the players can get. They're exhausted right now, so take advantage of every second that you have.
And Shipman's experience as well, when he lets the play clock go down to single digits, that gives the players just a few more seconds of rest every play, and that stuff can add up, makes a difference at the end of the game.
Right. Yeah, so often you'll have, we always talk about it's a game of inches, and sometimes it's a game of seconds as well. And being able to, jump that extra little inch because of that rest or whatnot. You never know what the case may be, but right now, knowing the situation of the game, third quarter, 2:16 left. There's still a lot of football that's left to play. With a score 45-43, you do not want to not score points on each possession. You can kind of see Leakey has been getting a little bit of momentum going. You don't want to give them the ball back, so we'll see what Heritage dials up on this play.
Oh, we got a different offense here, Coach. What do you got? The two back?
I don't know if I've never seen that before. Looky there.
Are they going to give him momentum past the first? Oh, he didn't give a bad spot, looks like.
That,
I wonder if we'll get a replay on that one. I'd sure like to see. Talking to my producer downstairs, he's going to show us a replay.
You can see he catches the ball.
He was inside the 20.
Yep. But it is what it is.
Well, you know what I forgot to do for the game, Coach? I had it written down. We were supposed to take a collection for the referees, and we just didn't get it done. And remind me next game, please.
Okay.
Yeah, if that was and they're human. They make errors as well, and they can get just tires of players. They make mistakes, and we got to respect their calls. Don't always have to agree with them, but respect them. And
yeah, we'll see how Heritage responds right now. I've said it once, and I'll say it again. There's adversity. How are you going to respond to the adversity?
Williams.
Nice tackle by Josh Herman. A lot of times Williams has been sitting back there when they've kind of pitched in the ball. He's kind of been patient a little bit and seeing what opens up. That time, there was no hesitation. He got it, and he knew that he was going to run. Leakey picking up the tempo a little bit here, going huddle.
Yep.
Maybe seeing something.
Garcia looks like he's going to. There we go.
There. Nice job of the Heritage defense swarming on the play right there.
John Fritch. And Josh Herman, excuse me.
Now we got about 3rd and 15.
Yeah, when Heritage defense saw the ball hit the ground, they put the ears back and they were swarming. Yeah, this big play for Heritage here on defense. They can stop them here. It's time to punt for Leakey. Defense got to step up here, Coach.
See if they go to that little bump. Number 1 wide open. And he's gone.
Yep.
Touchdown.
Williams. Rubio, touchdown, Leakey.
There's a miscommunication there.
51-43, Leakey. Yeah, you mentioned Leakey's really wanting to get the up tempo going. They don't want to stop the clock. Just keep going, and almost like a fast break offense on basketball. They want to move the ball.
They line up in the same formation that they did the previous two plays, even when they went up a little bit up tempo. They got the ball back there to number 2, Hunter Williams, and he was aggressive coming downhill. That time he's a little bit patient. They slipped somebody out, a little bit and sure enough, they capitalized on it.
Delay a game. Well, his dad's the head coach, so he's been around football his whole life.
Right.
And
I bet Dad's not too happy.
Well, he's happy with the previous play.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And I'm sure a coach's son sees the game a little bit different, and he's an upperclassman senior, been playing there for a while, and recognizes the tempo of the game and how to, just a little nuance like you're talking about. That do we charge with the player? Or do you take a step back and just let the game come?
They're going to go back into that Jaybird set. Oh, missed it right there.
Pass complete. Lake Eagles 51, Heritage Eagles 43. 37 seconds to go in the third quarter. Taking a commercial break. We'll be right back after these messages.
From a foundation of Christian compassion, Cornerstone Clinic is committed to the care of the whole patient and the whole family. With locations in Fredericksburg and Comfort, Cornerstone Clinic board-certified family physicians practice broad-spectrum medicine for patients of all ages. Evidence-based medicine coming from caring hands and a family-oriented philosophy. Our patients trust Cornerstone Clinic as their medical home. Cornerstone Clinic, health care for the whole family.
Gaddy's Pizza in Fredericksburg is a huge supporter of Battling Billy sports, students, and teachers. In fact, Gaddy's offers a lunch special for teachers and students Monday through Friday for only $6.99, and that includes a drink. Gaddy's Pizza also has pasta, dessert, and one of the best salad bars in town. Enjoy the game room. Kids of all ages love it. Gaddy's takes pizza seriously. 2931 Highway 16 South in Fredericksburg. Billy Pride, Iberales.
Hill Country Community Needs Council, helping our neighbors in need. Over 3,000 men, women, and children throughout our community rely upon our services each year.
Lake Eagles 51, Heritage Eagles 43. There, we're back. There's Coach Shipman walking the sidelines. We are live, 51-43. Lake Eagles on top. Hunter Williams kicking off, touchback for Heritage, or for Leakey. Heritage should be first and 15 from the 20-yard line. So those of you who are just joining us, a little recap. It's been back and forth. Top-ranked Heritage, top team in the state, and taps against Leakey, the visitors tonight. They are highly ranked in the top 10 of UIL six-man football. Heritage, their first game of the year after a long break from some canceled games from COVID. And this is their first live action this season, except for a scrimmage last week. So they are kind of get used to the game action tonight. Heritage in spread formation. Josh Herman quarterbacking. John Fritsch on the right sideline. Rolls over several Leakey players close to a first down. So we've seen John Fritsch. He is definitely a power back, but he does have some moves, and second fastest player on the team. Looks like Heritage is going to let the clock run down into the third quarter. That's the end of the third quarter. Leakey Eagles 51, Heritage Eagles 43. Take a short break and be right back after these messages.
Hill Country Community Needs Council, helping our neighbors in need. Over 3,000 men, women, and children throughout our community rely upon our services each year. The Needs Council coordinates 28 programs to meet their needs. Programs like crisis assistance, domestic violence support, medical transport, senior services, food for kids, and a community resource center. These services and many more would be impossible without the generous donations and volunteers from our community. Hill Country Community Needs Council, helping our neighbors in need.
Vogel Tractors, specializing in low-hour, high-quality ag equipment. Area farmers and recreational landowners put their confidence in Van and Jamie, knowing their tractors, loaders, and farm implements will exceed expectations. All equipment is well-serviced and field-tested, and if new is what you need, Vogel Tractors is your Rhino Ag equipment dealer in the Hill Country. Warranties, financing, and delivery is available locally or nationwide. Vogel Tractors, located on Highway 290 between Fredericksburg and Stonewall.
All right, we're back live, folks. We're on FBG.live from Shipman Field. Heritage Eagles hosting Leakey Eagles. Leakey up 51-43. Like to welcome you guys and Coach Garrett Coons back at Heritage, multi-state champion coach, and back at the game, watching it live. What's it like? Excited about it and enjoying it?
It's been great. It's been great. It's been good to see these guys come out here and compete. And you know, when it comes to the fourth quarter, you just want a chance. You know, give us a chance in the fourth quarter, and we'll take what we can get. But hopefully you've prepared yourself for these 3 quarters to be in a position, and they are. You know, here we are, 51-43, one possession game. So we'll see what happens and see how Heritage responds.
Well, I've got a copy of the scouting plan from Coach Shipman, and one of the things it says on here is give us a shot in the fourth quarter.
There you go.
So here we are, folks. We got a race to the finish.
Games like this will make you better, and that's the reason why Coach Shipman wants to schedule a team like Leakey early in the season. So we'll see how they respond. Heritage in tight formation.
Oh, dropped the ball. Oh! Looks like Heritage recovered it. A few of those early season mistakes on.
That's not what you wanted.
Nope.
Little things like that.
And simple things, just the snap and the handoff and little things like that can make a difference in the end. And
right.
You can't afford to do that against a team like Leakey.
Exactly. Exactly.
So we'll
Third and about 3.
Run the same play again. Oh, looks like we had a malfunction with the clock. Get that running again. That's one way to slow the game down. Don't start the clock. All right, we got the clock running again. 9:38 and running. Third, about 3 for Heritage. They've lined up in that bunch formation last 2 snaps. Try it again.
Oh, nice little shift.
Hands up for Herman.
Herman, yep.
And he got it. First down.
Takes it up to about 37.
That's a formation you don't see Heritage in much. What do you call that?
That was a formation that we actually copied back from the Stephenville High School. And we worked with a gentleman that played at Stephenville High School, and we just kind of condensed it down to a 6-man version. There's nothing fancy about it. We're just coming straight at you. Great job right there of Leakey defenders getting low, breaking down and getting low. You're going to notice that Heritage has a little bit of size advantage, but when you tackle a guy down low by his feet, you're all right.
Yep, we got if you saw Dr. Montoya helping out there earlier, thought he had a cramp, and looks like he's not cramped up. He's got a little ankle injury maybe. One of the things I've always seen on Heritage, we've always got a doctor on the field. That's Dr. Herman there, and we've always had a doctor on the sideline. It's nice to see that whether it's one of our players injured or their opposing team, our coaches or our doctors are always out there to help out. Doesn't matter what color your uniform is. When you got a hurt player, the coaches, they get the doctor out there and help out.
It's number 10 for the Heritage Eagles junior, Rory Shelton. Good to see Rory back up on his feet.
Yep. Yeah, his ankle looks a little tender. But he's holding his arm up too, so maybe hurt his left side. So they'll probably get him taped up and get him some Gatorade and get him back out there. You know, if you look at the numbers of the players, I mean, there's Leakey probably has 50% more players than we do, so we've got to make sure our guys stay fresh and some of these reserves stay fresh so they can get in there and give our starters a chance to take a break.
Second and about 13 at the 40-yard line. Heritage in a spread formation.
Fritsch left. So there's nothing fancy about that. Just pitch it, and we're going to run at you there, and that's classic Shipman.
Positive yards are a good thing. You can see right there, Fritsch kind of getting downhill a little bit, and that's what you want to do as a running back. Ideally, you don't want to be going east and west.
Right.
And if you have to go east and west, you want to make it a short amount of time as you're going that way. You want to turn up and get vertical as quick as you can. So they're just having to rush to get the play off, and they just do.
Oh, got the fake hurdle there. So they spot that one. That's close to a first down. Number 7. Garcia looks like he's been hobbled a few times this second half. We got a replay here. Herman.
Yeah, he's going to hurdle him and kind of jumped a little bit before the defender could commit. Defender decided not to go low, and looks like, though, he's a little bit short, 4th and inches.
All right, folks, we're going to take a quick timeout for this injury. We'll be back in a few minutes.
Bee Creek Communications is celebrating 20 years of connecting the Hill Country, 20 years of scaling towers, climbing roofs, installing networks, wireless broadcasting, timely responses, friendly service, technical support, expanding coverage, increasing speeds, keeping promises, providing our community with always-on high-speed internet. Bee Creek Communications, celebrating 20 years of serving you.
ValueMed Pharmacy is Fredericksburg's pharmacy. By putting our customers first, we've earned a sterling reputation as the premier provider in town. With free home delivery, convenient location, and a speedy drive-up window, getting your medications has never been easier. ValueMed offers competitive pricing and accepts most prescription insurance. We're located at 707 North Llano Street, or give us a call at 830-997-8155. Come see why ValueMed Pharmacy truly is Fredericksburg's pharmacy.
All right, we're back here at Shipman Field. Number 7, Roger Garcia was able to walk off the field. Folks, if you've been seeing the same ads over and over again, go to fbg.live, click on the advertising tab, fill out some information. We'd love for your support here for Heritage Football. Or you can email ads@fbg.live.
I'm enjoying that pizza commercial. It's making me hungry. I have to go over and eat after the game if they're still open.
I tell you what, Mr. Gaddy's,
yep,
they might have something going on. They might get an influx of people.
But those you enjoying the game, support those people that advertise. That's how it works. They support it. They support what we're doing here on the FBG.live, and we need to support those businesses. It's important that we get to do this, and it's fun. It's a lot of people don't get to come to the games. A lot of Heritage fans around the state, around the country that are getting to watch this, who aren't able to travel. So we appreciate our advertisers, and that's the way it works.
Oh, just to double check, we're going to get a measurement out here. It was about 4th in inches. Or we thought it was 4th in inches. And it is.
It still is, yep.
Curious to see if Fredericksburg lines up in that real tight formation again and kind of go straight at them. We'll see if the offensive line can get on the blocks. And there you go.
Yep. Josh Herman.
Josh Herman, there you go.
Bowling
over the
over
shoulder.
Michael Downham.
Herman breaks through for the first down.
I will hand it to Leakey. They're fundamentally sound on defense as far as tackling. They don't miss a whole lot of tackles.
They're not missing tackles. That is right.
And they're smart, but they're hitting our guys down low. They're not trying to tackle Fritch and Herman up on the shoulders there, getting down by the waist and being smart about it.
New set of downs. We're in the 4th quarter with about 6:15 left in the game. Heritage on the Leakey 22-yard line. Spread formation. Caden Bray back. Pitches it to Josh Herman. He's looking. Dumps it to John Fritch. John gets a few yards.
I'm not sure if John knew what he was supposed to do, if that was that legal pass or not? So Josh had a handful of lemons and made a little lemonade out of that and made some positive yards out of it.
We got 2nd and about 8 or so. Ball is at the 15-yard line. Leakey did a good job of bottling up the Heritage offense. Herman was just able to find Fritch for a dump and turn into some positive yards.
Henderson, touchdown, Heritage. Nice change of pace with Jack Henderson. A little speedy, shifty back there. And
I tell you what, it helped that time too because Heritage lined up and used, instead of their big backs running the ball, they used their big backs as blockers and had a shifty back like Henderson through there, and he was able to find the end zone. Big 2-point conversion right here. See if Heritage can tie up the game. And it's good.
Yep.
Tie
ball game. Yep. Just over 5 minutes left to go. Heritage Eagles 51, Leakey Eagles 51.
Great football game going on.
Yes, it is.
Man, oh man. It's we talked about 4th quarter. Let's give us a chance. Well, we're right there and we're in it. Heritage did a good job on that possession right there, kind of mixing things up a little bit. But running the ball with Herman, running the ball with Fritch a little bit, kind of dumped it off there to Fritch, and then kind of finished it off there with Jack Henderson running in there for a touchdown.
Yeah, one of the things Coach Shipman and I talked about, his offensive plan this game, and a lot of it was going to be the little dump passes, and they've mixed that in quite a bit. But when he talked about it, I thought it was going to be a lot more of it. And because he thought that was one of the things that their defense would give us was the little dink passes over the first wave. But they've mixed up a lot, and you know as well as anybody that Coach Shipman's playbook is a lot thicker than what we're seeing tonight. He wants to do enough to win the game, but yet he doesn't want to play his hand because he knows it's a long season. We've got district still, and hopefully the long run of the playoffs, and you want to make sure you've got a lot of plays in your back pocket that you don't show everybody too soon. So a lot of good plays still to show later.
Man, oh man.
That may be, thought that was going to go through the goalpost.
Josh is getting a workout on his kicks tonight.
One thing, I haven't seen the stats on, obviously the score is 51-51, but I'm curious to see what the touchdown tally is between the two teams. I don't know where we are. The extra points are a huge difference in six-man. If you can kick 2-pointers every time.
Yeah.
Three of those, and that's a touchdown. A lot of those games are won and lost with extra point.
And that's the thing. Last week, Leakey, I believe, missed out on 22 points just from PATs.
Yep.
And they lose the game by 1 or 2 points. You make a few of those PATs, you win the game.
Yep.
So, but good job of the Heritage defense stopping Williams for about a gain of 1.
I've seen several games where Heritage scored less touchdowns and won because they scored 8 points every time. The other team would score 6 points every time.
That's up.
If you don't have a kicker for extra points, it makes it tough.
Well, not only the kicker, but you need like a center that can snap
yes,
the ball
and a holder.
quickly,
We've seen that tonight too. Yep, it's room to improve there as well tonight after seeing that. Oh, we had a wide open down here. We had a couple open receivers. Garcia's back. He was injured just a few plays ago and series ago, and he's back. And he had several open players. I don't know what happened on the defense there. He did.
There's a couple of missed tackles out there. Nice catch and run though there by Garcia. Bring a first down for the Leakey Eagles.
Just like that, they're inside of Heritage territory. Oh. Play clock wasn't running. Williams up the middle on that one. It's a great play by Aiden Hickey.
Stop by Hickey and Bray.
Just picks up just a yard and a half, maybe 2 yards.
See if the Heritage defense can stop. 51-51. I don't know if the Leakey Eagles want to give the Heritage offense another opportunity. You can kind of see how they're kind of taking their time a little bit.
Yeah, they're starting to slow it down. They were in a hurry earlier. Now they're slowing it down and trying to.
You can see the quarterback looking at the play clock, snapping at the last second. There goes Williams.
Williams trying to pull out.
Brought down by Josh Herman. That was enough for the first down. 1st and 15 on about the 18-yard line.
Yep.
2:44 left in the game. Leakey running the play clock down at about 20 seconds right now, taking their time. You could see the last play, their quarterback, Abel Montoya, kind of looking up at the play clock and snapping at the last. See if he does the same thing again.
Garcia up the middle for positive yards again for Leakey.
Nothing fancy there. Running the ball straight downhill with their big back, Garcia.
Timeout Leakey. 51-51, just 2 minutes ago in the game.
Second and about 7 yards to go. Coach Shipman calling it a timeout.
So what's the call here? Do you let them score and get the ball back? Hope they miss an extra point, then we get the ball back and score last. I mean,
Yeah.
You almost don't let somebody score on purpose, but sometimes in 6-man, you let them score so you can get the ball back.
There is. At the same time, though, 2 minutes is a whole lot of time that's left in the game. And you know, the things that Leakey right now, they've been running the ball. They hadn't do nothing too fancy. So we'll see if the Heritage defense can tighten it up a little bit and see if we can get a stop. See if we can get a stop.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen one bobble snap is all it takes.
Right.
Regardless of the outcome, and these are both two well-coached teams.
Yes.
A lot of sportsmanship. There's been seeing dirty plays, just a good group of young men out there playing football. Friday night in Texas. I mean, what else is there? Football. And
what more can you ask for? I mean, it's coming down 51-51, teams playing extremely hard. Nice stop there by the Heritage defense.
Yeah, we'll get the score corrected, folks. The scoreboard here says 51-all, so all you Leakey fans out there, don't get too excited yet. We're back to 51-all. I'd like to thank our lovely and talented producer, Paige Finley, downstairs in the war room. And Pastor Paige Finley. So if you're ever in Fredericksburg on the Sunday looking for a place to go, look up Paige. He'll get you preached up and ready to serve the Lord. Another timeout on the field. 51-51.
And it's a team effort. So Paige is back there, and we got Caleb Dale on the field, and we got Shepard Finley on the camera. We got Olivia Finley on the camera. We got Bella Finley back here running some production, and then Paige there, and then we have Rebecca Shipman that's helping us out too, doing some clock management. So it's a team effort. A lot of people doing a lot of work behind the scenes.
Well, I hope y'all folks that are watching the game on FBG Live that you're liking what you see. Because we're not through. This isn't a full-time gig for Coach Coons and I, but we do have another game coming up on FBG.live. That was going to be Friday, October 16th, and we're taking this show on the road. It's Spring Branch Living Rock. It's one of our district game coming up. And if you like what you're seeing on FBG.live, make comment on it, and tell your friends that you enjoyed the game. And hopefully we can bring more of these exciting Heritage games to you in the future.
Looks like Heritage gets a stop on number 7, Roger Garcia. They give him a first down? I believe
Looks
so.
Like it, yep.
First and goal now for the Leakey Eagles at the Heritage, about 3-yard line.
So again, folks, you want to mark your calendar. If you're unable to get to the game, that'll be Friday, October 16th. FBG.live, Heritage Football.
Leakey doing a good job of controlling the clock right here. See if Heritage Eagles, they got to get a stop.
Leakey touchdown.
Well, maybe we'll just
Garcia.
let them score.
Not sure if they let them score, but either that or they had some really good blocking, one or the other. So Leakey on that possession, they just ran. No passing, nothing fancy, just straight ahead and just push Freddie all the way back in the end zone.
Now Fredericksburg's got some options, though. One of them being the clock at 1:25. That's plenty of time for them to do something. But also the success that Fredericksburg's had on kicking PATs and more difficulty that Leakey's had. We'll see if Leakey can punch it in for one.
Big play here.
And they do.
Yep.
The extra point is good.
58-51. Leakey on top.
Minute 25 to go.
So
man,
as we talked earlier,
man, oh man,
who's going to have the ball last? And Coach Shipman asked about it or talked about it.
This is where he
Give us
wanted
a shot
to be.
in the fourth quarter. I'm not sure if that was prophetic or not. But and I agree with you that Coach Shipman always does a good job of when he schedules games. Obviously, this is not the way the season is supposed to go. We're supposed to have already 3 or 4 games under the belt, but you don't want to just play a bunch of easy games, nor do you want to play a bunch of hard games. You got to mix them up, and this is a great test for their first game and an equivalent team that equal matched and nothing easy.
Yeah, my hat's off to both of these teams, both Heritage and Leakey. Kids are absolutely playing hard. You can look out there; they are exhausted.
Oh yeah,
but they're competitive. Neither team wants to lose, and we're going to see how Heritage can respond and see if Leakey Eagles can make a stop on defense.
Let's go, Heritage. Just make some noise.
Number 11, Caden Bray. Back deep. Looks like he's going to have a chance to return it.
Little stutter step. Oops.
There you go. Nice job by the Leakey Eagles. By number 10? Sure was Michael Downham. Heritage Eagle ball at the 25-yard line, 1st and 15. Minute and 16 seconds left in the game. See how well Heritage's 2-minute offense is.
Josh Herman around the right side.
See if he can get out of bounds.
Yes,
there
out of bounds.
Smart decision there by Josh. Get out of bounds, stop the clock. Minute 10 left in the game. Got to gain about 5 yards. We got 2nd and 10 on the 30-yard line. A lot of people pacing on the sides, you can see.
Yeah, nobody's left.
That's
I don't
right.
see any headlights leaving the stadium tonight.
That's right. Oh!
Herman's pass picked off by Montoya.
There is a flag, though, on the play.
Yep, way on the other side.
Big play there by Abel Montoya.
I think that was number 7, Coach Garcia. Looked like a
block in the black, but is after the interception.
Yep.
So it will be Leakey football.
It was a chip shot block there, but it's still first down for Eagles. Leakey Eagles, that is.
Let's see, Heritage, I think only has 1 timeout left, 56 seconds, so they can just run out the clock. There you go. Leakey Eagles are going to run out the clock.
2 more snaps, maybe. 1 more after this.
1 more snap, yes. Man, what a game for your first game of the season, coming down to the final minute, huh?
I know Coach Shipman was expecting a heck of a ball game. I don't know what Leakey was expecting, if they were expecting to 45 Heritage at half, or they expecting to go to who had the ball last. But both teams got the full 4 quarters out of it. which is great. It's a great experience for sure for Heritage. A lot of those early games, you get 45 game at the half, and you don't get a lot of experience. But this was a good way to start the season for them, even though they didn't win.
Thanks for driving over, Leakey.
A lot of good things to build on after this game tonight.
Yes, and a great crowd out here tonight coming out to the game, and it'll be a lot better ride back home for the Leakey Eagles tonight. Guys lining it up.
Yep, good sportsmanship.
Buddy
high fives. And not sure if Coach Shipman will get to do it, but usually after the home games, the teams circle up and they'll have a prayer together, and coaches talk to both teams and talk about sportsmanship and how hard they played. And it was definitely a great game to be a part of and watch.
I tell you what, Leakey's been in 2 weeks now back-to-back in some good, tough games.
Yep.
They came out, I think, a little bit short on the end last week, and they're able to respond and get a win this week. So nice job to the Leakey Eagles. But with that being said, first game of the season, Heritage responded well.
Yep.
And these guys have no reason at all to hold their heads down. Yeah, they're going to be discouraged a little bit just for the simple fact that you lose, and they don't want to lose. But they'll come in there tomorrow. They're going to watch some film, and they're going to see a lot of things in which they did well, but they're going to see things in which they can improve on. And so as the season continues going on, week by week, you continue to improve, and that's ultimately what you want to do.
Yeah.
And once the district season starts, you want to be playing better football. And then, Lord willing, you're in a position to make the playoffs, and then hopefully you can make a run. But from what I see from both of these teams, granted early on for the Heritage season, but I think both of these teams are going to do well as the season goes on.
And Coach Shipman knows that it's just one game.
Right.
And it's not what you do in September. It's where are you at in November and December.
There you go.
And it might have been 2011 or last year here that I think we lost our first game of the season. Did we lose that game against Covenant or not?
Why are you asking me to think back that long?
Well, just that I've seen Heritage lose a game early in the season and go all the way to state championship. So
right.
it's a Coach Shipman knows it's a marathon. It's not a sprint.
Yeah.
And he's gonna build on this, and there's a lot of positives he's gonna take.
You bet.
They fought hard. They made a lot of mistakes, way too many mistakes for Heritage, and they're still in the game till the very end of the game. So
and a thing right here, Coach Shipman and Coach Williams got a good relationship. They got a lot of respect for each other, and they're out here talking to each other, and you can see how both coaches are encouraging and thankful that, as you know, as it says in Scripture, is one man sharpens another, and as iron sharpens iron, so as one man sharpens another, and you're seeing that. And both of these teams got sharpened tonight.
Yep,
and
they're both be better.
Granted, it's on a football sense, but hopefully with the way that the players acted and they responded by good Lord's grace as well. Folks, we sure appreciate you guys tuning in to FBG.live, where tonight's game was 58-51 with the Leakey Eagles on top. This is Garrett and Kuntz and Jimmy Claypack signing off. Thanks for watching.
Toodles.